Moose glued his balls to his butthole again. Whop whop. He highlighted that message for us. Thanks, Moose. Good to see you back. Let's get going, guys. Let me get this up here. Get that going. And yeah, let's roll. That is the Brass Bonanza. We are the Brass Bonanza. This is Mystery Titans Theater. My name is Travis Wolosh. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. We are paying tribute to the recently passed Sabu tonight. So that means with us, as always, is your buddy and mine, Johnny Hedgepeth. Johnny, how are you?
I'm feeling genocidal, homicidal, and suicidal.
Welcome back to our Chief J historian, our Ken Burns of wrestling, our third brain buster, Kelly Nelson, who put together today's playlist. Kelly, how are you?
Yeah, I'll explain the origins of the playlist in a bit, but yeah, this is going to be fun.
And then we got stepping up, as he always does, an old friend, the voice of all sorts of companies in the Lower Mainland here, Matt Pellegaro. Matt P, how you doing?
Yes, I'm doing great, boys. How you doing? You saved me from going to a country music concert tonight, for which I'm very appreciative.
Oh, who was it?
It's the annual Jamestown Gone Country, and All Star Wrestling's running a bunch of they were told they couldn't bring a ring this year, so it's all like barroom brawl types of things. And they asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like,
night of barroom brawls.
There's not a lot of Fijian people that go to. There's not a lot of famous Fijian country musicians, so if you catch my drift, so not really my type of thing.
Got it.
I actually love country, but not like modern or popular country. If you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I like country music.
Beyonce.
Well, no, that was fine because it pissed off racists. But I'm talking your dude bro country, anything modern. I'm like the stuff they call alt country used to just be country.
Well, let's talk about wrestling instead of country music.
Well, Terry Funk had a country album. I love that one.
That's tying it in. So the playlist is made up of, I think, 4 matches from an article Phil Schneider wrote for The Ringer after Sabu.
Oh, I read that.
Passed. Yeah, and he highlighted a bunch of like deep cut B-side matches, and I don't think I've seen any of them. This one is from Japan, obviously. FTW, Anita's promotion.
FMW.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, FTW is Taz's belt.
Taz's thing. I always get that mixed up. FMW. Frontier
Fuck
Martial
my wife.
Wrestling, I believe, is what it stood for.
Tailbone.
So
Sheik's
this
already
match,
got color.
Yeah, well, of course, Sheik was bleeding on the way down to the ring, I think. So we're starting off with Sabu with his uncle, the Sheik, Ed Farhat, the man who trained him. They wrestled a lot in the early years of Sabu. As a wrestler, he wrestled a lot with his uncle. And they'll wrestle a lot with him in Japan for FMW, including an infamous Ring of Fire match from, I think, about a year before this that had 3 out of the 4 wrestlers. In that match, instead of Terry Funk, it was Onita and Tarzan Goto against the Sheik and Sabu. And if you haven't seen it, you've at least heard of it, where they actually tried to wrestle a match within a raging inferno.
And the Sheik almost died.
It was way too hot, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Wasn't even just hot.
Sucking all the oxygen.
There was no oxygen, and and the younger guys were able to get out of the ring, but old man Sheik was stuck in the middle of the ring and was going to die, and they got him out of.
But he insisted on kayfabing everything. Yeah.
But he did go to the hospital and almost died.
But he got mad at them for dousing him with water at ringside.
If you guys haven't watched the Sabu Dark Side of the Ring yet, they spend a good couple minutes talking about that match in particular. I'm assuming you guys have, but I don't know if all
the Sheik one
have yet.
The Sheik one, you mean, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That's that specific match where everybody almost
Right. It came out fairly recently, right?
Oh my god!
Well,
really bad.
It was kind of eerie because Sabu
These Japanese
died.
tables won't break.
Yeah. No. When Sabu died, the Dark Side came out like 3 days later.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and he's all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to watch that one. So maybe we should talk about how we first encountered Sabu, and I can start. I was
Men's rest stop on
right.
I-25.
Well, I knew that's where you would have encountered him. But for me, it was in the magazines. Couldn't see him until I think he showed up on Raw with the other ECW guys in 1997. But just based on what they were talking about in the magazines, I thought he was awesome. I couldn't even see him wrestle. I had a poster, or it was like a centerfold from one of the mags where he's just covered in blood. In my memory, he's like choking a guy with barbed wire, but I don't think he was. But anyway, I put that up on my wall. I'd never seen him wrestle, but I thought he was the coolest thing in the world. And Schneider compared him to the Sex Pistols. He was like a revelation. Everybody who saw him, wanted to become like him, break tables, be crazy, bleed. So yeah, in the 90s, I loved him. Got a lot of tapes from RF Video eventually with him on it. So yeah, Sabu was awesome.
I think
Johnny?
mine's somewhat similar. I definitely saw pictures of him in the magazines, and I don't remember if I saw him on ECW before I saw that Raw.
You may have saw him on Nitro. He was on
Oh, you know what? I did
early
see him on that
Nitros.
Nitro.
Yeah.
I did. You know
he
what?
was on a few, I think. Wasn't
You
he?
know what, Kelly? You might be absolutely right. That is
Yeah.
probably that definitely is the first time I saw Sabu. And
Like early days of Nitro.
I mean, I knew he was a ECW guy, but I didn't get ECW at the time, or
Yeah.
I did, but it was on. You never knew when it was on, and it was on like 1 a.m.
Yeah, in Canada we couldn't even get Nitro until 96.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I didn't.
Around that time.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I got both of them.
Around the time the NWO started.
That fireball had a mind of its own.
But I was even getting some of the WCW pay-per-views around that time, as I did see him versus Mr. JL.
Right.
Jerry Lynn, the dumbest gimmicks of all time. And the Sheik was his manager.
Yes. That was the Halloween Havoc, right? That was in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the night the giant fell off the building.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, I was watching.
And you thought he really died because you were
I didn't.
on acid.
No.
Oh, I remember you telling me that story before.
That was the night the giant fell off the building.
Night the giant fell off in Kobo. I remember laughing
What's that?
So what about you? What's your first?
So yeah, for me it would have been that appearance on Raw, but also just hearing about ECW,
right?
And because a similar thing, I didn't have him around as much, but I wasn't reading the magazine, so I just would hear about his legend, and then if there's somebody who like an older wrestler who's benefited from the GIF generation of wrestling, it's Sabu for sure. Definitely seen a lot of that in the last 15 years. But yeah, it would have been through just like watching key ECW matches. What was the call there? Is he just out cold?
I think so.
That's a KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only way Sabu will do a job.
Oh,
yes, that is true. Remind me to tell you guys, I have a good story when Sabu came through town here in 2001. But my first memory of Sabu, so about 3 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to sort of lead a $10 salute before Al Snow showed up, and Al Snow came and did one afterwards when he was here in town. And I said in the ring at the time that Sabu was this name that you just heard about, like he was this legend. Yeah. You didn't get to see him on TV because we didn't have ECW. You didn't really, you might have seen him in a magazine or something like that. And for me, it was like the early days of the internet at school, because the only place we had internet was school. So you'd start looking up ECW stuff and you'd hear all these stories about Sabu. So you had this like vision built up in your head of who this guy was, because he was just so unique. And then it was like you said, Kelly, the night that he jumped off the letters on Raw. That was the first time I saw him, and I was like, oh, this is something special.
And it was just like the briefest of cameos, basically.
Yeah. And then you got Jerry Lawler going on talking about how ECW stands for extremely crappy wrestling and stuff like that. And
wasn't that the night after Mind Games? Because I was at Mind Games.
I
me and my ex-wife.
It might have
It
been.
may have
Yeah,
been.
it was. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Mind Games was where Sandman and Tommy
Sandman's-
Dreamer and Taz were at ringside.
Yeah. Well, Sandman spit the beer in Savio Vega's face, and they
Yes.
did, and they didn't let everyone know.
No.
And one of the guys they didn't let know was Jerry Briscoe, and he started making a beeline out there to kick their ass.
Jesus.
And someone had to grab him and stop him.
Old school Jerry.
And he was
guys-
because he is a real life badass.
hmm
Guys, my tech issues persist on this end. I'm going to restart and come join you guys in about 5 minutes again.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So this match is just total chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. I don't know much about Tarzan Goto other than he was a legend in these hardcore matches in the 90s.
I love it. I love his gear.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
old fashioned, and yellow is a choice.
So that's it. Wow. Or do we have more here? Well, apparently we do. So this another match? Or is this the same match just started over?
It looks like the
I
same
think
match.
so, yeah. Damn you, Phil Schneider and your weird links.
You think it is?
I think it is. Yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
definitely is. I was
Okay.
wondering why it ended so soon. I thought, oh, it's best 2 out of 3 falls. Oh well, whoops. No, now we're gonna be short.
Oh, okay. So this is one.
Yeah, you can talk about this.
Okay. So this was the my contribution because I was listening to Cornette and Brian Last do their Sabu tribute, and Brian Last told this story about this indie match. I think it's in Ohio, where a woman who was a promoter came into some money, and her son was kind of a money mark, and they put together a show, and it has Sabu versus a very young Al Snow, and something happens that there's the mother. That might be her. Something happens. Something happens at the end that is insane.
All right.
High school gym.
You have my attention.
Look how young Al Snow is.
Yeah.
Crazy.
1994. So about a year. When did he start as Avatar?
Here. Right? Not too soon after. I mean, pretty soon
Yeah.
after.
Wasn't he Avatar? And he was something else
Yeah.
too, wasn't
Yeah, there was something else that sucked.
he? Shinobi? I think it was Shinobi.
Yeah, Shinobi. Shinobi.
Named after
Like from that Rolling
a cool
Stones
video
song.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was, of course, Leaf.
Is
Leaf-
Leaf Cassidy.
Leaf
Was he
Cassidy.
called Leaf Cassidy?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
it
Leaf
was, yeah.
Cassidy.
Yeah. So there, it's Al Snow versus. I don't know if you know the legend of this match, Matt. I mean, don't say if you do. Sounds like
No.
there is a legend.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't. So this is Al Snow versus Sabu. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, so real quick, I'll repeat it for you, Matt. So I heard about this on a clip from the Cornette show tribute to Sabu that
Okay.
Brian Last talked about, and I looked it up, and it's there, and I was like, oh my god. There's some woman who came into some money or her son, something like that, and kind of money marks, and they
Okay.
put on a show. They wanted to be a promotion. They put on a show in Ohio that would explain Al Snow. And what happens at the end is bonkers.
Okay. What year is this?
94.
94.
94. Okay. That is an insane ring mat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like they pulled it off the bottom of the curling rink or something.
Or some of the
Just threw it.
circus tent.
Or a kid's,
Oh,
or
shit,
a
yeah.
kid's parachute just
Yeah.
stretched out.
Yeah, that's
To play
right.
with in gym class.
The kids are gonna come around and do this in a few minutes and try and
Yeah.
The mother who's the money mark had to sew that thing together. out of
She was up all
scraps.
night finishing it. Al Snow was super hyped up in the magazines at this time. There was a huge free agent, says Moose.
I've only seen clips of it since, but it was in one of the only times Kane's been entertaining, really. Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Al Snow and the Unabomber feuded with the Rock and Roll Express, and Unabomber is Kane. And he just kind of stood there in the background and didn't do anything while Al Snow made jokes about Robert Gibson's lazy eye.
Wasn't he just Unabomb?
Oh no, it's Unabomb. That's right,
Yeah.
Unabomb. Unabomb, Kelly.
couldn't call him the Unabomber.
Had the Unabomber even been found out about at that point?
It was known about. Yeah.
Think so.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Was he just by name though, or was
Well,
it
it
actually
was-
like did we actually know it was Ted Kaczynski?
And
back
maybe
then?
Guys.
maybe Kaczynski hadn't been.
Holy shit. Glenn Jacobs was a Unabomber. We just solved the.
He just figured it out. He was pretty young when he started. Whoa.
Started
That's a
bombing.
good thing there's 9 layers on that ring mat there. Protects
Yeah.
his ass.
Oh. It just looks like it stinks. Look at the way the ref like fell down there.
The crowd is crazy for Sabu.
The Polaroid camera go off there.
Well,
Matt, I'm trying the Wild Eye Cherry Blaster Sour.
Ah, nice.
My first sip was pretty good.
I got your old favorite here for number
There we
one.
go.
So
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
I gave one of these to Bambi, and waiting for her to tell me whether she liked it or not, because I gave it I hyped that one up, and I hyped that Silver City beer up as well.
So Kaczynski was arrested in '96. So
Yeah.
and-
But the bombings had gotten more
Hey.
frequent, hadn't
Yeah.
they? And
Amazing. Taro saying hi. Hi
Hey.
from Corrigan Hall.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
shit.
up,
Larry
Taro?
the Rising
holy
Sun.
shit! Hold on. Say that again, dude.
Taro from Corrigan Hall. It's crazy.
Taro is tuning into this show from
Yeah.
Corrigan Hall.
That's sick.
Oh,
That is
and he said
fantastic.
he was at this. He's at this show.
He was at
Really?
this show,
You'll see him in the front row.
so he knows what happens.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, and so this guy, the Kabuki theater dude, is called Damien, but I don't know who that is. That might be the son. That might be the money mark being his manager self.
See if we can spot.
Maybe Kevin knows who Damien is.
Stardom starts in 5 minutes, he says.
Very cool.
Ah, oh shit! Kevin was saving this for Patreon. That's hilarious.
Hey, look, I've made these guys watch stuff that they've already covered for my Patreon matches, so don't feel too bad. You probably have better stories than we do about this match, so.
Setting up a chair. Where's Sabu going?
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Sitting in the chair house. No. Gets a
Oh, I didn't realize there was commentary for this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
I thought it was just somebody who was close to the
Could
camera.
be.
Oh!
Crazy.
It's like me filming the old
Yeah, it's
CCW
Damien
shows back in
666.
2001.
Yeah.
Damien
that is-
666, who
that's
is later
actually-
in WCW.
Okay, no. So that's actually Damien 666. I thought it was just some guy kind of ripping that guy off. Okay.
You
So
got
that's-
Gene Simmons.
That's another magazine name for me.
Yeah, Damien 666. Me too, man. I remember that name stuck out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, Damien's famous to me for being one of my favorite Super J Cup matches back in '95, I think. Carl might remember that match. That was the match where Damien, I guess he knew that his opponent was going over him, so he just yelled a bunch of spots, and he just imitated guys for 5 or 6 minutes straight.
Hilarious.
It's a great match. It's a hilarious ass match. Maybe when I'm back with you guys in August, I'll pop that onto the
yeah,
Patreon.
let's do it.
Ooh.
I remember when Al Snow first got over in ECW with the head thing. And at first, it was awesome because they would hand out all those styrofoam heads to the crowd at the pay-per-views. And he came out to that, what was it, the Prodigy song? It's
I don't
like
know.
Prodigy, and it was fucking
It was
awesome.
like
It
super
rocked.
hot at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin says infamous Mike Lano is the guy ringside taking photos in the black hat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice. Actually, while we're on the topic of Al Snow, since I have this sitting here, Travis, I got this signed by Al Snow 3 weeks ago.
Huh.
So it's signed by Al Snow, and it says, "What does everybody want?" And then underneath, it's signed by Head, and it's the one line that Head says in Al Snow's theme song, which is, "I'm the one who's in control, but it's backmasked."
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Couldn't resist.
Yeah, this is from California, not Ohio. That
Oh, it's
makes sense.
California.
Yeah. I
I
was
guess for a
wondering
second,
about that.
for a second, I thought Taro went to Ohio for this.
Yeah.
But okay. I guess that makes more sense.
Cal International.
Well, yeah, international Taro here. Ooh,
Wonder
that
if
would
this
also explain
was-
Damien 666 being there and not in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah.
Taro,
I thought I
international
believe
man of leisure.
Because Al Snow's from Ohio, so I thought it was like his hometown.
I think that
promotion.
maybe that's what was on my mind.
All right, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Kev.
Yeah, Kev.
Yeah, I want to hear all about it when you get back.
Yeah, man, have a great time. He needs to hear that from me.
Yeah.
Oh,
The moral support always helps, Johnny. Don't worry. You're doing a good thing here.
Snow here is like a exciting, more entertaining Tom Zank with his look here.
Sounds
He's
good.
so
I agree.
bland.
I was trying to figure out what it was. It looks like a young Doug
Same hair,
Flutie.
same
I've got
hair.
Doug Flutie on the mic
It's
because I was
Doug
watching the
Flutie.
Stampeders game.
Young Doug Flutie.
Yeah,
This is like BC Lions era Doug Flutie. Here.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit Sabu in the head with a box of Fruity Flakes. Flutie Flakes. I mean, they sold those in Buffalo.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I know.
This is the 1990 BC Lions starting quarterback job here. Sabu's playing Matt Dunnigan.
That's the actual QB battle.
Nepotizzled Damien 666 to get Darren Flutie in there. Sabu, I got some. See, now you can't hear the commentator. I think it's only when the camera gets closer to probably where they're recording, right?
I don't know. It
You know what I
sounds like-
mean?
but dude, I'm thinking maybe they are, but
They're just not good
the,
at
the
it.
guy has two friends who want to be the commentators, and maybe you only hear them when they walk by them with the camera. I don't know. That's what it sounded
Yeah, it
like.
could be something like that.
Could have been just a fan
You people.
cosplaying commentator.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Back when I used to attend some of the local shows in 2001 with my camcorder, there's some shows that are out there
you
that
go.
have me doing really, really shitty commentary in between. So,
Oh boy, you must have been delightful for the people around you.
well, there was one
You would-
show.
Johnny would
actually-
have given you the full oyster.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, this actually the one show that we did a full run was a show where Sabu was in town. We were in the penalty box of the North Surrey Rec Center, so we were far away from the rest of the crowd, and we were stationed in this penalty box. And I was just filming with a camcorder, and there were two of us just practicing commentary, as before the Sabu match where they actually let me walk around ringside and film it. And I don't know where those tapes are, but that was my memory of Sabu here in town, where he wrestled Steve Corino for the NWA World Championship.
Oh, awesome!
And refused to lose to Steve Corino, so that was interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. So they did this. I later found out the finish was that they both went through a table. I think that's how it ended, and both of them were injured, and it was a double countout, like a double KO. And
that was at your main event.
That was the main event. Yeah, it was Sabu versus Steve Corino, and they sold it. I can't remember if they brought out a stretcher for Sabu or whatever it was, but they sold it as like a shoot injury, and that they had to end the match that way. And it was kind of interesting. And then later I found out that Sabu refused to let Corino go over, and was in so much pain before the match that he was happy he was at an ice rink, because he was literally lying on the cement in the back. Trying to loosen his back up before the match started, and then he went out there and was Sabu, like nothing had happened, right? So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah. Now, see, Sabu was like that because that's the
His
Sheik,
right
the
hand is fucking killer, man.
The Sheik taught him all that
Yeah.
about keeping your aura and not doing jobs.
Yeah.
And And I can't think of any Sabu match that was ruined because Sabu refused to lose, right? I mean, who cares?
Nah, he always made a good spectacle of it.
Yeah.
There's that commentary again.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
it's when he gets over to this side. I think the booth is right behind him, or the booth. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
this referee, this dumpy ass referee, is now starting to annoy me just by just his presence.
Yeah, he's like Bam Margera's uncle Don Vito.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Before all the scandals, of course.
Yeah, before Bam
Yeah,
started
before all the
losing it.
scandals. This is like Viva La Bam era Don Vito.
Yeah.
Well,
Nora
speaking
loves
of
Jackass, by the way.
I
I mean,
Matt,
there's certain ones we have to skip through, but
Sorry, you said Bones loves Jackass?
yeah.
Has she ever seen Viva La Bam?
No.
All right,
don't
I
think
should see if I still have the DVDs. I'll bring them over to
DVDs,
you.
awesome, great. Yeah,
If you even have a player.
I do. I got a PS4.
Okay, sick.
so Matt, speaking of being a cameraman, so I was at Fighter Fest in Denver, AEW on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Kelly, one thing I didn't put in my write-up was that at one point I'm talking with the two guys standing next to me, and everyone was just on the refs all night just for fun, just boo ref, come on, do your job.
Yeah.
And it was Aubrey,
Fuck yeah.
and the guy says so. He's like, she's the worst, and I was like, yeah, he said, but I don't want to say it. I'm like, you're allowed to say whatever you want. And he kind of looks over, and I look over, and one of the cameramen is standing right next to me, shot from up there, and I'm like, I'm like, they're not using his audio feed. I mean,
There's a
fine.
different audio feed. Yeah.
Oh! There you go. You all right, buddy?
Straight to hell, 666. Straight to hell.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
And that led,
Wild.
and Kelly, that led to the one of the guys in the group of 21-year-olds sitting with us who had never been to wrestling before. Whenever anything was getting out of control, these two guys started going, "Control the match, ref! Control the match, ref!" And I was like, "God damn it! I'm such a good influence on these children."
Hilarious. Every time that ref gets up.
He's struggling, man.
Yeah.
That ref is struggling at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did he miss? Oh, yeah. I thought that was one of his trademark deliberate misses. We got him, brother. We're hearing that backstage.
There you go.
Oh, there you
that
go.
was the finish. Weird.
Well, okay.
Oh, no. Where'd that come from?
Okay, so Terry Funk.
See, yeah, I was gonna say I've
Shows up.
seen this. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the story. Terry Funk was not scheduled to be there. Terry Funk, this was not planned. Terry Funk was in the area, happened to hear about this, decided to just run in on his own, and they went with it.
Holy shit.
Okay. The Money Mark mom didn't know what the fuck was going on, calls the cops on Terry Funk, and let's watch the rest of this.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, I saw this on some. I can't remember what it was, but I remember Sabu.
Damien 666 has got to be like, this is the highlight of my life.
Guys, it's shit like this. It's stories like this why I love being on this show. I learn random stuff like every time I'm on here with you. Like I had no idea any of this happened.
Oh, like I said,
I'd rather hit the older.
Amazing. Incredible.
One of these days, Travis, Rex Rothschild is actually going to throw somebody into the crowd.
It's going to be like that.
And that's what Casey Ferreira is going to do.
Yeah.
Right into the back wall of the Legion.
That's something Rex Rothschild does all the time. Is he tells everyone move, and then he acts like he's going to throw him in, and he just puts him in the ring and just goes up the loser
and gives him the L. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punk's mullet's pretty epic at this point, too.
That is a very 90s shirt on Terry Funk.
Terry Funk no selling the chair shot to the
Yeah,
dome.
like he's the Undertaker.
And
Yeah,
now he's
this-
going after Al Snow.
The old Samoan cell there.
Yeah. That's probably why that's why people are free. Yeah.
Yep.
That's so funny.
You're looking
Terminator
good.
Terry.
Looks
Yeah.
good.
I just came from the corn dog station.
Well, this 1994 is one of the more interesting years in Terry's career because he was
Who's
wrestling
laughing?
for
Somebody giggling like a schoolgirl.
so many different promotions.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus
wouldn't-
Christ.
Wouldn't you be if Terry Funk just randomly ran in and started doing this?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Fuck yeah.
The random commentary dudes again.
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the guy who's just entertained by this because, because unlike the woman who's paying for this, he knows that this
Oh,
is
Jesus.
that they're making this part of the show, and Terry Funk showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
this
Al
part I've
Snow
seen
looks so
before,
young.
but I'd never seen.
I know. We were talking
a
about that.
match.
But if this was 94, he's already like, I don't know, in his mid 30s maybe?
It's like a young Ron Duguay.
Let's see. I don't think
What's he
Al
got
Snow would
here?
have been.
Oh, he got the
Okay, now we're
toolbox.
gonna go to tools.
Oh, I heard
Yeah.
someone say. I heard someone say, "Hey, no blood, man, no blood."
Wild.
Yeah, he would have.
Kids running.
31 at this point. Al Snow. Crazy.
Where's Taro? I want to see. I'm trying to see Taro and Super Dragon.
Look for the masks.
Yeah. Moose got 3 minutes of that. No 3 minutes of that for you. All right. Moose gave away something from Money in the Bank. I kind of thought so.
Vince returned.
What?
Finally.
Yeah, that's it. Hold on, let's not. Hold on. Let's just stay with this right now.
Okay,
before we
okay.
Talk about WWE. There's a shirtless dude. There's surely a shirtless fan.
Shouldn't you want Vince? You keep your goddamn hands.
Look at all the. cameras.
Man, look at all those hairstyles of the 90s.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The mullet clinging for dear life. I mean,
There's
the
the
first
dude-
run of the mullet.
There's the
Okay.
dude in the biker jacket that looks like broke-ass disciple there, too.
Okay,
Right.
so once again, the police are called. So I'm waiting to see what we see.
I'm going to quickly grab another beer.
Sabu has to do this too.
Right,
Especially
just
back
go
in
through.
well, no, yeah, in '94 where he would just go through a table,
Yeah.
which
Nice.
was another advice the Sheik gave him, saying, "Here's the thing: if you don't do a job, if you just go out there and do that table thing after it's over, no one will remember that you didn't do a job," and that's why he did it.
Crazy. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. That's Sean Emily. Bruce and Sean, a couple buttes in the chat, couple OGs. Gotta get Ray Ferraro in the chat. I had to drop off my chicken parm. Be right back. What's that got left?
Oh, you're gonna miss it.
Who's that random dude just chilling in his gear?
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
This is insane. It's just ridiculous.
I love the graffiti like children paintings on the wall. One of them is of like a child version of Ben Grimm the Thing.
Is it?
Yeah. This is his crowd.
She's on the phone with an officer now. He's just headbutting him. You've got to come.
He just gave him back though. That's obvious that it's a shoot.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, there's the Ben Grimm.
I like. I'm sure she didn't think that he. I'm sure she realized the other wrestlers were playing along with him, but she really thought a crazy uninvited wrestler who she didn't know invaded in here, and it was really crazy, and
Man,
the
there's some-
police had to be called.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
He
for-
whipped
or-
that
yeah, or
cameraman.
this.
I
She's
mean,
like, okay.
nowadays, most promoters would be happy that this guy's just coming in and working for free.
Yeah, right. I mean, I even see this. She's probably like, "Oh my God, this is out of control. I need to call the cops." He's swinging at people in the crowd.
It's fucking chaos. That was killer, man.
Oh, it's not over yet.
Jesus.
Here we go. He goes outside
Hiding
and
under a van.
he hides under a van because the cops were called.
Another table is set up on the
But
outside.
you goddamn idiots keep him away from me.
Hides under the van from Al Snow.
Like heavy metal parking lot all of a sudden.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Good, at least he finally got what was coming to him. He won't be getting up anytime soon. I mean, he's not hurt. He's just really tired. Matinee idol.
He
Look,
looks
is that
like
Torgo.
He looks like
is
an
that Torgo.
No, he looks like an out of shape Shaggy.
Too many
I don't know.
Scooby snacks. Scoop. Zoinks.
And now this is in a neighborhood, and they thought, look at him. He just walked shirtless right down and just down Elm Street.
Fucking believable.
Still love you, Terry, man.
This is just like the old 5cc venue in Bellingham, Washington. There, Travis. It's just in the middle of a
Oh,
residential.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild. Well, here
Crazy.
we go. We're gonna get some more crazy outdoor
Teddy
Is this-
Hart.
stuff.
Is
Teddy
this the
Hart,
first
huh?
appearance of Teddy Hart?
I believe it is.
Mystery
Uh-huh.
Titan Theater, yeah.
And now it's time for the main event of
Wow.
Ballpark
The
Brawl.
gay community.
Phenomenal AJ Styles, a two-time NWA heavyweight
A
champion.
phenomenal spell. Very look how.
Oh my God.
I think that's how you
The-
spell it.
The
That's
phenomenal.
not how you spell it.
It's the phenomenal.
Light up.
AJ Styles.
You know,
He's phenomenal. He's nominal.
love that Captain America.
Short.
All right, beer number 2, Travis. This one's from frequent Boom attendee Shannon, and it's a peach grape raspberry cherry sour from Fieldhouse out in
Damn, it's
Abbotsford.
back-to-back sours.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what's funny is AJ was 35 here. He's always been babyface. It's right now. Watching WWE now, for the first time ever, AJ Styles looks somewhat close to his real age,
Mm-hmm.
but barely.
So when is
Travis
this
and I.
match from then? Is this like 2012 or
No, 2004.
okay?
I'm
So
not
he
sure
would've-
where it is.
Would have been like 27 or 28 then.
And he
This
thought
is a triple A.
that it was a good idea.
Yeah,
Sony?
well, it's, yeah,
Trophy
probably.
here tonight. In the tables, ladders, chair match.
DLC. maybe.
What do you think? Yes?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we got an announcer there. Oh, that's a much better shot.
AJ Styles and Sabu? You've got to be kidding me.
Teddy Hart.
Is
Joey
that
Styles,
Joey
is it?
Styles or just a Joey Styles?
It's
Sounded
got to
like
be Joey
ripoff.
Styles ripoff.
Buffalo.
He prefers to call it a
Anytime anybody
pastiche.
Jimmy
Uh-huh.
Styles.
AJ Styles threw
Yeah,
down
yes.
the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Teddy Hart
Hey.
picked it up. Coming down
This
to
is
ringside
his
after
dating
wrestling
video
an
he just
incredible
recorded.
Yeah.
earlier.
But he's
Teddy
the
Hart looks
sports
like
guy
he's
because
105.
Yeah, this must be Georgia.
Let's
Georgia,
see
I'm
if
guessing.
Teddy
I saw
Hart
the
is
Atlanta
up to the
Braves
challenge of
celebrating
taking
behind
down
him.
the phenomenal
I
AJ
did.
Styles, the legendary Madman Sabu.
Yeah, this could be the hometown of the Gwinnett Gladiators or whatever that AAA team's called, the one that Tony Schiavone used to work for.
Like I said earlier,
Right.
anytime,
Look at a young Mario
anywhere.
in the front row. I mean, Mario from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, look at- right next to him we got
He's letting loose.
a young, I don't even know, Savio Vega t-shirt there.
And one, I accept. I want this match. I
Man,
want AJ Styles. I want Sabu for Buffalo.
don't
This
grab
is
your
for
balls.
you.
Buffalo.
Balls on the line.
Right.
There's a cat. There's a cat underneath that satin jacket on the
We've
side.
got
This is where the Blue Jays
gasoline.
played
It's the legendary, homicidal,
during
genocidal,
COVID.
suicidal,
For
human
a
highlight
few
Oh,
reel
really?
Sabu.
Yeah,
Now,
it's in
come
Buffalo.
by, Bill
Oh,
Their
this is
AAA
Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
park.
Here
This
at
was
Buffalo,
the
even the promoter
prototype for
who was
Camden
gonna be here,
Yards and
you're coming out to the ring. It's
Baltimore,
going to be
the
a
same
wild
Interesting.
TLC match.
architects.
Style, heart,
Because it was
Sabu.
at first
Let's
that
see.
like integrated it with the city, with downtown.
What is Alfred State? Is that a university or?
Tom Morello.
Other fights
Could
against the
be.
Hey.
Buffalo unprotected.
That appears to be the sponsor or the
Mm-hmm.
You can see Sabu.
Alfred State. Yeah, it's a college in Albany. No, it's in Alfred, New York. I didn't know there was an Alfred, New
Is
York
that
until now.
Fonzie?
That's Fonzie, isn't it?
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you. We're pretty sure that's Fonzie.
And the Bill Alfonso is here.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Thanks, TV.
And now Sabu, AJ Styles, and Teddy Hart are going to get ready for this match.
I saw Teddy Hart live a couple of times in between 2004 and 2006. I actually closer. Yeah, I think maybe once or twice even in Ring of Honor, and I just don't remember. But definitely in Jersey All Pro. And I saw him in a match with Homicide, and we were like third row in the Rahway Rec Center, and Homicide bloodied the shit out of him, and right in front of me, he's stabbing him in the forehead with his Homicide's ghetto fork. And I had a disposable camera, and I was taking pictures, and that picture came out great. I mean, like,
Awesome.
just getting it right in there.
PWI.
Yeah, I know.
But the real question is, have you seen Teddy Hart live in 2025?
I saw that.
Is he incarcerated?
No,
he should
he's
be.
wrestling. He's wrestling out for RCW in
Oh my
Alberta
God.
right now. Yeah,
in Alberta.
he
yeah, it's probably.
he just did a set against exiled BC wrestler Moondog Manson. I think they have a long-running feud going there, and the match that I saw, or at least the one that I saw bits and pieces of, Teddy he didn't look so great. Like, he looked pretty rough. Like, I'm just gonna say this. I don't think he showed up sober for that match.
Oh no!
And he cut a very awkward promo at the end of it, and I think that was to lead into like a long story arc between the two of them. But I haven't heard anything since.
I watched that was it a documentary or a docu-series, the Teddy Hart thing?
Right. And then you reviewed it with
reviewed
Batista,
it with
right?
Yeah, Batista.
Yeah.
Dave Batista.
Yes.
Briefly part of Qualm.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he's not a full-time wrestler anymore. Yeah.
Well, we see he's got range.
Yeah.
Now this is.
But and I remember watching that, you hate Teddy Hart, but I hated the documentarian almost as much because it was a piece of shit and he kind of made it about himself.
Right.
Teddy Hart. Baseball slide in the baseball park. AJ Styles.
Mhm.
There goes Teddy
Oh,
Hart.
jeez, man, I'm just a regular Bison's fan. I'm trying to
Teddy Hart is
some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
But I'll tell you this: back in what year was this again?
04.
Yeah.
So this is around that.
same.
So this is around that same time. All I knew about Teddy Hart was that he was a flake. That was the rumors that he went around because the shit he pulled at Ring of Honor. You know what I'm talking about, Matt? Where there was a match, big scramble cage match, and then he just went out there for no reason and started doing moonsaults off the top of the cage for the crowd. And he gets in the back, and the Carnage crew like grabbed him and physically threw him out of the fucking building. And he just came. I had a concussion. I didn't know what I was doing.
I heard about that. Yeah.
AJ Styles and all three men are just stretching.
But I'd see him, and I just said, "Oh, so he's a flake." But man, he could do some impressive stuff, and he had a lot of charisma in the ring. He felt kind of like a star.
Yeah. To anybody.
Mighty Taco replay.
Anybody at Boom that might be watching, I would want that spot in a triple threat match. That was really cool. Brady, if you're watching, please.
I thought you were asking if anyone at Boom has a Mighty Taco, please.
Yeah.
DoorDash one over to me.
Teddy Hart on the top rope using his body as a banner.
Fly it in from Buffalo.
AJ Styles.
No price is too high.
Have you ever had a mighty? Have you ever had a mighty
Well,
taco?
that's the thing, you know.
I have.
Go. Oh, Jesus.
You've legit had a mighty taco?
Oh hell yeah, man! They
They're
sold
big
them
in
at
the
they sold them at
Northeast.
Rich Stadium in Buffalo. I saw the
Oh,
dead
yeah.
there 3 times. I had many a mighty taco
Cool.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like that's
The
might
mighty
have been what.
taco replay.
Yeah, see, there it
That's
is,
like
right
you said,
there.
yeah.
There it is.
It's in the algorithm, mighty taco.
Johnny, that the music never died compilation that just came out. Is there anything exciting on that? Or the music, whatever, music never stopped. Sorry, whatever. It
I'd
is.
have to take, you know what? I'd have to take a closer look at it, and I'll let
I
you
was
know.
just, there was a
later.
1980 disc 2 starts with Scarlet Begonias, Touch of Grey, and Fire on the Mountain.
I've heard that one. I've heard that
listening
one.
to. Yeah, we really like that.
Cool. Yeah, I know that one because I had most of those tapes before they were even being released, out in digital. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. And and no, I've never had a mighty taco. I can't believe I got you reeled you right in.
I knew you had been to Rich Stadium for dead shows. So.
I tell you what, they had a mighty hot dog at Rich Stadium because one of my traditions at dead shows was even if I was tripping balls, I knew I had to eat something, and what could I afford? I would get a hot dog. At every stadium we went to, at some point, I go and get a hot dog, and I just became a connoisseur of hot dogs.
Stadium wieners.
Stadium wieners, and Buffalo's was tremendous. I waited in line for like 40 minutes for it.
Wow.
They call it the Mighty Taco replay because you get diarrhea immediately after finishing.
That's the mighty part.
Yeah.
Tastes crappy, really. Comes out mighty.
Now drag it
And
over.
meaty.
Teddy Hart does.
Medium.
Wet
Wet sloppy.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Mighty and
Yes.
meaty. Okay,
Oh.
got to get something to get the ball rolling. Here.
Mighty,
I mean,
meaty.
Mighty Taco. I could just say, just call it Mighty Taco. I don't.
It's not bad. Clearly the algorithm is now deciding what the title of the show is.
Mighty
Great.
Taco.
We're now sponsored by Mighty Taco.
Moose says he hasn't had a Mighty Taco in months.
Yeah. I know what Moose means.
Fire forearms to the face of Hart, but now Sabu steps in and Irish whips Teddy Hart
Dude,
across the way.
my favorite Mexican restaurant in town, I eat there maybe once a week, it's a chain called Fuzzy's Tacos. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
okay.
Teddy Hart! 2 count.
You see what I mean, Bender? Sabu is using every pinning opportunity in a type of match like this. You gotta go for it.
And what's great is what's right next to it in the outdoor mall is a women's waxing salon called the Screaming Peach. Yep. I wonder if all the
All
malls
owned by the same person.
Owned by the same person.
The
Yeah.
same pervert.
And there's your Mighty Taco replay that stops halfway.
Yes.
Mighty Taco.
That was
That's
the
like
best
in the
part.
middle. That's in the middle of your
Form
third
was
taco. You
exquisite.
freeze like that, and you know
No,
you
We now,
gotta.
we
you
now
gotta
pause
run.
for this station identification.
The algorithm is pissed off. We're talking about a different chain. You only talk about Mighty Taco.
Hey, Buster! Now Sabu makes the cover.
Again, Sabu taking the pinning opportunity.
Have you noticed that Freddie Styles' voice here has changed halfway through the match?
Yeah.
He's now
Doesn't
rolling.
sound like Joey
he's-
Styles anymore.
He's lost his R's and he's pronouncing them as W's now.
During the TLC match.
I don't know
Oh.
this particular match. I don't believe so. I believe you got to.
I'll tell you
Right.
my new person I hate the most announcer in wrestling. It's a ring announcer, and it's not Justin Roberts because I can't stand Justin Roberts, and I heckled him at Dynamite.
Yeah.
But the new guy in WWE, who they replaced Samantha Irvin, who I loved, I hate with a passion.
Does
I
it kind of look like Shadow Stevens, like a pudgy Shadow Stevens? Is
It's
that
not,
what?
I don't even know, but his hold on. His delivery style is definitely a choice, but it's fucking awful. And he does this trail off thing.
For the Teddy
Like, ladies and gentlemen, from but it's until he builds up to the big one, he just lets this kind of fade away. I think that I was like, it sounds like when Trump gets to the end of a sentence.
takes that
But I
ledge
will
off.
try to find clips because I can't. You have to hear it. You have to hear it to hate it, to get the full nuance of this.
Everybody knows about the Mighty Taco replay in Buffalo, whether you're a wrestling fan or not.
No, the Mighty Taco replay is when you have to run back to
that's
the
what I
Porta
mean.
John.
That's what I mean.
Trying to get to their vertical
Ah,
bases.
shit.
Bill Alfonso
Literally,
cheering on
Buffalo,
Sabu,
New York,
trying to
the
make Teddy
home
Hart
of
submit.
Puff,
And if you ever
man,
been a
who
ringside
fucking
fan,
rules.
you'll-
Yeah, Puff is a G, man. Puff's a good
He's the
guy.
best. Such a good guy.
Now Styles.
When my nephew Maxwell came to our first show on Friday, you saw he was wearing his Puff
Teddy
T-shirt.
Hart reverses the
Yeah.
situation.
Ooh.
No. Inverted DDT.
Your buddy Maxwell, your hockey trading buddy.
Maxwell's my boy, man. Maxwell's my boy.
Oh,
I thought he had it. I thought he had it.
Oh,
And
That
another
was a
Mighty Taco
great- that was-
replay.
yes, that was pretty rad though. The
That was pretty
into
sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so right now you got young AJ at this point is like on the cusp of becoming. He was like amongst the indie workers. AJ
Yeah.
was the tippy top.
Yeah, and he was like
Now
Daniel
again,
Bryan,
he's in that
right?
chair.
In that he was
Oh, yeah,
Bryan
it was the-
Danielson,
it
and that he
was
was a
all-
natural from the
To the
start.
top rope, back boots it out right out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But 2004 is when I was going to Ring of Honor, and I was seeing the guys who were at the tippy top of the indies there.
Yeah.
And AJ was one, and I saw him maybe once. He came, then he was immediately TNA started, and he went to TNA, and he popped in now and then after that. But it was AJ, it was Danielson, it was Samoa Joe, it was CM Punk.
Mhm.
Trying to think, and Homicide.
Homicide.
Boots out off the top
It was
rope.
unreal.
Two again.
We also recently
Near
paid
falls
tribute
being
to,
exchanged.
but he's not dead. He's just.
Now Teddy Hart catches Sabu with the
Did he
right
die?
hand.
Homicide?
Yeah, he
or
died.
did
We did a homicide.
Yes. I thought. Yeah.
Crotches Teddy Hart on the top turn.
No, he retired. I'm sorry. God damn it.
retired.
That's what I
Yeah, I was
thought.
gonna say.
I
I don't remember
That's what I
that.
thought.
No.
Yeah.
Because I was like, then why didn't we do 2 hours of homicide match?
Hands
Look at Sabu call it. You talk too
on
much.
his back. It's the
Ooh.
Oh.
Really pretty shooting star.
triple.
Like I
Man, yeah,
said, man,
Teddy
he was,
Hart is really-
he was
yeah, I know.
talented.
I know.
I can't believe he rolled
Teddy
out.
Hart was for a brief second was one of those names as
Right,
well.
right.
But he
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
self-sabotaged. The Buddy Landell, but worse, of the
Wow.
2004
That's
indie scene.
saying something.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah, I
you
know
what
that
else?
is saying something.
Okay, also on that list was Low Key.
Yeah, Loki
Right.
kind of did it. Loki really did it to himself.
Perfectly legal.
I remember.
Mhm.
I remember when I got into tape trading in like the late '90s, early 2000s.
Uh-huh.
All the buzz was Loki and Reckless Youth,
Sabu.
and
yeah.
I remember watching and going out and grabbing a lot of Loki matches and thinking, man, this guy is the absolute like next big thing. And obviously, Loki was Loki. Like we all know how that story ended.
Yeah.
Corner. Air Sabu.
My-
I know.
okay, okay.
I keep wanting to say that, Bruce, but I held back. Loki
The one
who,
thing-
you guys? Loki who? Come on, you can tell me.
The one thing that everybody always says about Loki, every single interview is, yeah, that guy had a nice voice, and then it
Oh,
just
dude.
kind of ends there.
Okay. I enjoyed seeing him in Ring of Honor, but he had the deepest baritone,
Right.
insane, like threatening voice, and he walked around like he was an angry Donkey Kong.
Yes.
And I got to see him like waiting in line at this one Ring of Honor show I was at. He and Julius Smokes, who was the manager of the Rottweilers, were selling his merch or trying to sell their t-shirts to us while we're waiting in line, with Low Key being intimidating, like and it's like buy the fucking shirt kind of like, attitude with him. And I just kind of looked at him, I was like, hey, you. And I'm just like kind of ignoring him, but thinking, hey, you can growl at me all you want. I'm not buying your fucking t-shirt.
But of course, based on the tone of his voice, it was probably more like, buy the fucking shirt.
Or
Something-
I can't do him, but it was just this
Yeah.
deep baritone.
If yeah, we got Barry White. Loki's a little bit like Barry Beige.
I could definitely do Julius Smokes, but I won't because I'm, smart enough not to do that impression.
Oh, right through the
The
table.
teeny ladder.
Teddy
Yeah.
Hart was able to challenger.
Okay.
Our friends at Mighty Taco.
On that top rope and goes to the table.
Oh, speaking of tiny ladders, real quick, one of the great WWE matches of like the dead decade. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Was the WeLC match
Out on the
they did with
Yeah.
between Hornswoggle and El Torito.
Yes.
With the little ladders and the smaller tables, and they actually went out and tore the
It was
fucking
fucking
house down
awesome.
on the
Yeah.
pre-show.
On the pre-show, yeah.
Midsection into the side of the head of Styles.
That was about it. That was the only sort of
Into the
spotlight
Styles
match
clash
they
off
Oh,
the.
man.
Oh,
Oh,
Styles. Almost put the
There it
Styles
is.
splash that now.
there it is.
Here we go.
Kablango.
Bang.
Roll it up, Teddy Hart. 1, 2.
No,
three,
he's got. Yep.
Oh, and Sabu. I
Sabu
thought
doesn't
was
have
gonna
to do
go.
the job.
I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna do it. Yeah.
Styles, your winner.
No
is
yob.
Hmm.
Sabu.
Natural heavyweight.
I like it. It saves his mystique.
Oh yeah.
That way, when he
Nothing-
does it, it's
nothing
more
was wrong
important.
with it.
Mhm.
Especially if he's kind of that. If he's like kind of doing the outlaw mud show thing and going from place to place.
Do me a favor, Travis.
Mhm.
And I'm just saying, don't say Outlaw Mud Show, because that's literally like what Jim Cornette fans call every single indie. So,
Yeah.
and I keep waiting for like you guys, because as you guys at Boom get more and more like on the radar, for you guys to be called an Outlaw Indie Mud Show
I love
by
it.
Jim Cornette.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, Jimmy. I
That
listened
could be-
to.
That could be a future season show name.
I love it.
Very good effort by all three men.
That I'm sure someone's already done that to
Sure.
stick it to him.
Your new
I'm sure they have.
champion. And Fonzie was there too.
Oh man. I'm sure Mr. Cornette would have lots of great things to say about Boom Pro Wrestling.
I honestly, if he could
In-law
look,
dirt show.
no, if he could
Those
look
moves.
past, if you could get him to look past the silly gimmicks and look at just how the in-ring wrestling is,
Mhm.
I think you could get some appreciation, because you're not doing thumbtacks and dumb shit. You're doing good, solid Lance Storm inspired Canadian wrestling. Gosh darn it!
Yeah. But also, I mean, if we were trying to appeal to Jim Cornette, we wouldn't be selling out night after night. Because I think there's a lot of companies that in some way do try to appeal to Jim
Oh,
Cornette.
nobody tries to appeal to Jim Cornette. Who? He hates
I
everybody.
think they're
Who?
uh,
Name him. Who?
no, I'm not out here naming promotions on my peers. Come on.
Because they don't exist. Jim Cornette hates all modern wrestling and just likes certain things in WWE. That's it.
Uh,
I think there's one promotion in town. We'll leave them unnamed, but I do.
Oh, so,
some
well, so
commentary
are
for
you
them
saying
once in
you have
while
a
that-
promotion in town that thinks that they're going to like appeal to guys like Jim Cornette?
yes.
No,
why?
I'm just saying. I think there's one that would be okay with a rub from Jim Cornette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then they're wish.
Rub and tug.
Oh, here we go.
Speaking of rub and tug, one that we would
Oh,
hope
yeah.
would last
Yeah, I know,
forever. One that we could
Killer Kahn
goon
appearance.
on till the sun comes up.
Never good.
The long con. Let's turn it all into just a really extended masturbation session.
I knew
I
it was
don't
a
even know why I picked this one, but
Say Happy New Year.
this is the beginning of an intermission between Sabu's tributes. Got about 4 or so videos here, non-Sabu videos. In a row.
I knew it was only a matter of time before young hipster Travis Voloshin would use the term goon on this show. Do me a favor. I don't know what it means. I've seen it.
Oh,
and I
really?
don't understand it. What does it mean?
Okay. It just means it's similar to edging. Similar to edging. But like I would say just extended. All right, damn it. We all we did was talk about masturbation.
So
that entire Killer Kahn segment. Damn it. Play again. As a respect.
But no, is it like edging, like actually during sex, like you're trying to do it tantric? Or I've heard like everyone's like, look at this guy over here gooning on this and everything. I'm like, I don't understand what this is.
It's just like,
And I've already
coming close
told what he
to
can expect from Ted. And now I'd
Virgin,
like
but
to
not.
get the words from the Hulk.
Is it exclusively sex though?
Oh,
Because
turn up,
of,
yes,
turn
yes.
up the volume. We need to hear Belay.
Okay.
Man alive that can get in a square circle and pin
Golden.
me to the mat.
And Ted DiBiase, you're making this mistake.
Ted
You're
DiBiase.
applying your
DiBiase.
destiny. I will definitely eliminate you from the squared circle in the professional
Wow.
wrestling career from now
Oh
on.
my God, he's so awkward. That's crazy to
Hogan making
see.
his wrestling debut in Madison
Blaze
Square Garden
blunders.
against Ted DiBiase.
Rolls on.
That was wild.
That was another episode of Belea's Blunders brought to
So
you
Oh,
by
hell
here's
yeah.
another-
Hell yeah.
Tito,
Hell yeah.
Tito is the Tito.
Yes, right. And also
I know there is something.
another step closer
Okay.
to meeting them. Kelly, we got to figure out a way for
I must return
you to come
my
up and
native
say
land.
hi too
Ugh,
before the
I
match.
must
Oh,
stand
I
before my
guess.
peers.
Oh, this sucks.
Assuming I'm gonna get a photo
I must look
Extended
into the eye
interview.
Yeah.
of the bull.
Oh, the bull with all the flies on its face. What the fuck?
Menacing wreck of
It's
horror.
crazy because
That's
at
the
the
bull
time,
they used in Apocalypse Now.
I
Just
must know-
shortly
Yeah,
after they
exactly.
shot.
the horror, the horror.
Tito!
I must hear the adulation.
This
of
was
my
at a
fans.
time where I tuned in every now and then on a Saturday morning. Go, hey, what's going on? And I saw this, and I was like, "What the fucking Matador?" I was like, "There's no wonder I don't watch this shit anymore."
Let's do it.
Hmm.
You guys ever hear
Oh,
the
here we
origins?
go.
You guys ever hear the origins of El Matador and how much money Vince McMahon spent to make it
Yeah,
work?
yeah. Right. But hold on, I guess this is George Goulas, the world's worst wrestler, who was a main event guy in a territory.
referenced him last time, so I've been saving this video for quite a while. I thought it was time to finally pull the trigger on it. 11 minutes of George Goulas.
Is it 11
highlights.
minutes of George Goulas?
It is.
Okay, I gotta
The
pee, but I
worst of
kind of want
George
to watch all of it. I've
He
never
was-
seen this.
So, for those who don't know, he was the son of Nick Goulas, who was the promoter in Tennessee.
one-on-one.
So basically a Nepo
Hey,
baby.
Travis, could you turn it down a little?
Yeah. There we go.
And yeah, pushed to the moon. And as we can see, he is the skinny, awkward one here. Pretty bad.
The
He's
bleach blonde
basically-
there?
Yeah.
No,
He's the guy with
The
the weak-
skinny, awkward one.
weak strikes. The bleach
You
blonde,
think
I
you?
believe,
Hey,
is,
you think Game would recognize Game, dude?
No, I mean, is it the other
I
guy?
think that's Wayne Ferris with the blonde hair.
Really?
I believe so. The Blonde Bombers, they
Oh,
were
this-
in the
Bob
tour.
from Sesame
I
Street?
mean, I could be wrong. There's
Nice.
so many bleach blonde,
One of these things is not like the other.
blonde
La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. What's the name of that song?
He was in a tag team with a young Bobby Eaton.
Yeah, that's
Called what were they called,
the
Kelly?
Jets. The Jet Set.
The Jet Set. Imagine being like
Great
one of okay,
That is a good name.
a tag team of one of who would go on to be one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, with the guy who's widely acknowledged as like the worst professional wrestler of all time. And, and that's relative to his position on the card.
Yeah.
He's like the Plan 9 from outer space? No.
And well, he was the promoter's son.
Right.
And the
This would be a
legend
better.
the legend is that he, whether it's true or not, that when people would in the locker room be complaining about having to lose to him, he'd walk up to him and said, "Daddy says you go down."
You guys got a real fixation with giving me 20-minute compilations of guys named George, huh?
Yes. Who else?
Well, you made me watch that George South 20-minute Broadway draw that one time.
Right. Yeah, it's an initiation.
Hey, just wait.
How you get a name like the Brass Bonanza, son?
I mean, that might have been
You
an
want another?
initiation, but what is it when I'm on the show for the 17th time?
Yes,
I
yeah.
know. I already have it. I know. I already have it ready. It's a video of an article from JFK Jr.'s George magazine about professional wrestling.
Nice.
George.
I'll look forward to that one too.
That doesn't exist anymore, does it?
I don't
No,
think so.
it went down in flames too.
Oh, ayo. So says you, man. He's still alive, man. Q been keeping us up to date.
I do know that my wife and I originally planned on going as him and his wife, like after the crash. and just doing it all gory and put a propeller with seaweed and crabs on it, like in Zombie, but do like the hair and everything. But we decided on something else.
Gulas is getting the shit kicking from the Caesar Romero.
I know.
Is that Oliver Humperdink there? Or?
No, it's not. No,
I don't know who it is, and I'm not sure who.
Gulas.
Anyway, here we go. More. This is a.
Is that Andy Kaufman?
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like Andy Kaufman.
It does look like him. Here we get to hear him talk.
We're here at the Calgary Stampede.
I'm here with Andy Andy Sneesman.
Rip my trousers.
I ripped my clothes.
Rip my clothes to bits. It's hilarious. No way, Moose. How do you? Oh no, yeah. You shouldn't be getting ads. I thought you were. Subscribe, man. This is not wrestling. This is later because you can tell
So there's his dad.
Gulas has made his chest hair a little smaller. His trademark Gulas chest hair.
That's Nick Gulas, the promoter, his father, that they're talking to.
A lot of grown men touching each other in weird places.
But yeah, I mean, he didn't have a physique at all. Looked like just an ordinary Joe from the crowd.
I'd be glad to be his partner. Jimmy, all I can say is talk to Nick later on, and maybe you can work something out with him. But you did do a fine job. We're going to work out something. We're going to finish this. We're going to work something out now, not next week. It's a little too late right now. So thanks a lot for the help anyway.
It's a little too late right now.
Yes. Okay, I enjoy your enthusiasm, but we're signing off. We got to get out of here, man. We got curfew.
We only bought 57 minutes of TV time.
Are we getting the foot? What's going on with that guy's head?
Yeah. Wow.
I think it was died, reached on the top.
Oh, is that? Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was like his skull.
Rocket Monroe. He was the tag partner. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, no, it's there. Of Sputnik Monroe.
He's got that wrestling singlet too, like he's Andre the Regular.
I love that. That's is that like the second time you've done that joke on this show? Because I
might be.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know I've heard it from someone on this. Someone on this show has done that joke.
He's really trying to get it over as a title.
I am. Yeah. I'm gonna keep throwing out Andre the Regular until you guys finally do it.
Okay. Hey, Matt. Guess what's the worst way to try to get me to pick a title?
Repeating the joke over and over again.
Only Johnny.
No, because I actually love it.
Hey, Moose, thanks for subscribing, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
2 years straight, buddy. You're the
but
best.
I can be stubborn. Oh, that's Sputnik. Oh, that is Sputnik Monroe.
No, it's Rocket.
No, it's Rocket Monroe.
Okay.
I guess.
You say that's Randy Tyler?
What a ripoff. Okay, Rocket. Okay, hold on.
That's not Rocket Randy Tyler, right?
No.
Okay, Rocket Monroe as a Sputnik Monroe ripoff is like what was like when we were talking about the last show, like with the Larry Nabisco and the rest of.
Yes.
But Rocket Monroe is they were actual partners, tag partners.
Oh, okay.
Him and Sputnik.
Sputnik and Rocket. That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Gulas dead. Gulas slain. Gulas slain. Onlookers indifferent.
Looking at Gulas reminds me I have to mow the lawn tomorrow.
Yes. Like this is it. I think he is living out some weird fetish.
Like for real.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, pull me out. I'm so hard right now. This is just so stupid.
He's drunk.
I fucking love you guys. Don't let everybody see my balls.
He's got those 2020. Those 2025 Teddy Hart vibes.
Yes, yes, yes.
To Suzuki.
Where are we going? Like, this is the life of George Goulas?
I am shocked that I've
10
never.
hours.
I'm shocked that I've never seen this before, Kelly. Thank you so
You
much.
mistook the 10 at the start of the
Yeah, it's not 10 minutes. It's
Get
yeah,
comfortable.
it
I would
was
do.
not too
I would do
long
2.5 hours of nothing but George Goulas if I had my way on this show.
The
Just
quality of this
nonstop.
video is wild, man.
Yeah.
I know.
This looks like it's filmed inside a subway station or something.
Yes.
I can't even tell which one of these guys is George
That
Goulas.
looks like a.
Oh, you,
That-
no, that's George with his
This looks like
Yeah,
it's
George
in
on the offense, I
weak
think.
offense.
It looks like it's in the interior of a major office.
I don't know.
Oh, there's
what it-
no.
the
There's
interior, like the lobby.
Oh no!
No, this is like the set of Severance.
Blinded by salt.
I know there's flags of some
That's
sort.
like a
hanging from
14
the
count
ceiling.
there.
Yeah, well, that's what George. You had to give. He had to.
They're red, white, and blue though. So there you go.
George, because he was the
Christ,
promoter's
this
son. He
is
had
a
to
Pruder
get a 5
film.
count on
Uh-huh.
every time.
George Goulas has been shot.
Oh.
Not bad selling.
The audience once again is indifferent.
Of the salt in the eye. But yeah, they are.
There's the cop.
Well, no, you're the son of
jeez.
Nick.
Should we do
You're
something?
getting-
Hey,
you're his son.
Meh.
hey, you didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing.
It's Goulas. Who gives a shit?
George Goulas here in front of us, blinded by the use of assault from Mr. Suzuki.
The salt. He got the salt. George Goulas did.
From
I didn't even see that
Suzuki.
salt thrown.
Now he's salty white bread.
Yeah.
It was too
That's-
dark.
That's Sean Emily. This territory alive in defiance of God's will.
Well, what's funny is the territory itself was, I think, doing all right, but George Goulas had to be in his position.
Right.
Well, no, but this was one of the things that led to Lawler and
To the split, right?
Jerry
Yeah, to the
Jarrett
split.
splitting was
Sorry, what year is
the
this?
push of George Goulas.
Looks like late 70s.
Yeah,
This is actually 2024, Travis.
Yeah.
This is present day Memphis.
Oh, it's yeah, it's mid 70s, right?
I'd say
One big blur.
77-ish.
But I could Kelly, maybe you can remember better than I, but I can't
That was
remember.
crazy.
It's
Was
over.
business
Oh,
good
wow.
when they
Look
split?
at this. Look at
I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure.
Anyway,
this. Some real favorites. There we
Here we
go.
go.
The wild
Yeah.
man is back. And Sherry Martell.
Yes.
EC
crazy.
Dub, EC
Yes.
Dub, EC Dub.
So this is Ultra Clash 93. This was, I believe, the first show that Paul Heyman booked.
There's our beloved Joey Styles.
So we're still in original OG era of ECW, Eastern Championship Wrestling. still.
Beloved, really?
I know. No, I'm just joking about hearing the wannabe earlier. Moose said there was a fire in the auditorium, so they sent George out to kill the heat.
Nice.
Speaking of cornet jokes, I
Yeah,
think.
Sir Richard Michaels. Anyone know who he is?
I do
No.
not know.
No, I don't either.
Ladies' choice.
not
It's
a-
a young ladies'
He was
choice.
a-
That does kind
Apparently-
of look like a young lady's choice.
I mean, not a bad look.
Is that a Muppet?
Is a monkey.
It is crazy to see
It's a
Salvatore
Muppet.
Palomo.
It's his, yeah, it's wild
like
man.
this.
It's his Roman centurion.
Ventriloquist
Eddie
dummy.
Ruxpin.
How do you like school, Teddy? Closed. Oh,
Representing-
Teddy. Teddy. Come on.
As he's representing the inaugural season Ottawa Senators here too.
Ottawa. yes. He just came from auditioning to
That's
be
right.
their mascot. It did not go well.
I wonder if there was ever. I need to look and see if there was a promo explaining why Sal
Tacos.
Balomo dresses like this and carries a teddy bear. Like,
Uh-huh.
is
But he's
part of the
carrying a
j-
garbage. He's carrying a garbage bag too.
Like, is part of the joke. Like, Sal Balomo thinks he's a fucking centurion. You know, he's crazy.
Yes. Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah, look at this. No. That's okay. Who was the guy who was not Don Johnson on Miami Vice?
You're right.
Yes,
That's that guy is.
Crockett. It's Tubbs.
That's
Tubbs.
Tubbs. No,
Michael.
it was Michael something, right?
Yeah.
Michael Philip Thomas. Was that right?
Yes.
Yeah, he had three
That's
first.
right.
He had
Three
three
names.
first names.
Yeah,
Philip Michael Thomas.
There you
Philip
go.
Michael
There it is.
Thomas.
Did it say Philip?
got
Did it
there.
that say Sabalomo for bar mitzvahs?
No, it said for Congress. For
Oh,
Congress.
Okay. Congress. I guess it makes sense. He's a senator.
Here comes one of my faves.
So
Oh my
it says
God.
here, Sir Richard Michaels
Yes.
is a guy named Chris Michaels, wrestled as Chris Michaels.
I remember seeing that name in the
former
lines.
ECW tag team champion with Chris Candido and Johnny Hotbody.
There you go.
Wow.
Good
Okay,
time.
that era.
Yeah.
The era of rock and rebel.
Yes.
But this was 93, right?
Yes.
So he made the PWI 500 in 2002. His number
Oh, wow.
242.
Oh wow. Not
So
too bad.
some lasting power there.
The upper half of the list.
Yes.
There were
What
there
is
was still
going
lots
on in
that-
this storyline?
I have no idea. I just wanted something to share.
It
with
seems
you.
stretched out a little bit too.
storyline at this point. I would imagine it's
Yeah.
It's
he's
gonna
a
be a
baby-
strap match eventually.
he's a baby
Bread and
face now,
circus.
and no, maybe the Wild Man. Maybe he brought that out because he has the hots for Sherry, and it's a sweet thing for the Wild Man to do to give him her a
Okay,
teddy bear.
All right. You're giving us
And
context.
Now they're
even if
going
it's
to
imagined.
Now they're going to beat up this jacked hippie.
Got it.
with a British title for some reason.
Yeah, Travis,
Hey,
he's got like halfway ladies' choice and like partial 1991 DDP vibes. This guy.
Right.
A bit of Van Hammer too.
Yeah,
There's a little Van Hammer in there.
just a little bit of Van Hammer.
Oh, you know
The
what?
hair.
Looking at his face and hair, there's a little bit. There's a little
Brian
more Van
Pillman.
Hammer than a.
See a little Brian Pillman in that face too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just DNA all over his face.
All right.
It's so hot. That's how he got into the business. That's gonna be the next dark side of the ring.
Johnny,
Dark-
you won't be familiar with Ladies' Choice. He's a longtime wrestler here.
No,
Kelly,
no,
you
I've
might
heard,
be.
I've heard. No, no,
Okay.
I've heard many. His name has been brought up many
Yeah,
times.
and Kelly and I did a my
Did we do
favorite
him-
feud. Yep.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice. Okay.
yeah.
One of
Second
my
to last, my favorite.
one of my favorite ring intros to do because he's the man with the plan and the golden tan. That's
Yes.
how he,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
likes to
yeah.
be called. Yeah. We should see if Trav, we should see if Ladies' Choice wants to come and do this show.
I've talked to him before.
I'm still
Well,
kind of
probably
I'm still kind of in
below
touch with him.
He's
show.
yeah, we have the same agent actually. He's an actor
nice.
as well. I've seen him in
Yeah.
commercials every now and
He's
again.
also named Travis.
Also,
is, yeah.
there
Hey,
you go. Kyle finds Travis Woloshin and Ladies' Choice all have the same agent.
Nice.
You need just one more, and you'll be the four horsemen of.
Yeah.
They're doing all right.
Of Lloyd Talent. Yeah.
Well, we need to get ladies' choice for this show, Travis. We need to get more ladies fans. You know, that's a market we haven't tapped.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
gotta
we
tap
got
that
stood
market,
up.
Travis.
Stood up by a lady tonight, in fact.
That's right.
Jenny, what happened to you?
Exactly.
No, I mean, that's kind of on me. Like, I was looking at the last time I had messaged her, and it was like, April. I'm like,
Hold on a second. Do you mean to tell me that the woman who the last time she was on this show proudly proclaimed and did the show on shrooms
Yes.
forgot
Yeah.
that you invited her back?
Right.
And
Yeah, no,
Come
we should
down
bust
from
her
that
chops.
trip.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, she's still coming
Oh,
down.
I'm busting your chops. What are you
Yeah,
talking
thanks,
about?
Moose. Thanks, Moose. Moose says he's doing best to all caps. Get the ladies. Of course, we know, buddy.
Except for the ones that already have the restraining orders.
Yes,
You do-
yes.
Hey, Moose,
We-
since
we-
you're listening in, just a reminder that I'm there in 2 weeks, so get in touch with me if you want whatever potato chips. it was.
Ladies,
I can't
if you
remember
want
what it was.
ladies,
Oh,
because
yeah,
Matt
sour
P-
sour
Matt
cream
P
and
is
bacon,
the
sour
Sour
hookup.
cream and
Matt-
bacon, I think is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
Matt.
code. He's talking code. Matt's
I
talking
am talking
code.
Yeah,
code.
Matt. Okay, Matt P is the godfather of indie wrestling in Canada right now. You just talk to him about getting some of them hoes.
You got to get a picture with Moose when you when you run into him, Matt.
For sure. Do it for the show. Do it for the show.
So it's supposed to be a strap match. I don't see any straps.
I see them all over his body. What are you talking about?
Salvatore Belomo's gear is wild in this match, man. It's like
It's a
mixture
wild,
of like,
man.
It's a mixture of like 5 different wrestlers.
Yes. It's so funny. He's got Zuba's shorts under it all too.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like I think it was maybe even this show was all I remember. Speaking of the magazines at this time. Sal Belomo was in some fucking promotion and called
Loves that
Eastern
standing
Wrestling,
drop kick.
and he's called Wild Man. And I assumed that he's like became like a wild man, like a caveman. And we saw this like he's a centurion. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's thick as a brick here, man. He's put on a little weight.
It must have been a scaffold match later, or is that just something?
No, that's the setup of the building, I'd imagine, right?
I don't know.
ECW at this time wasn't
like a
doing
Crockett style scaffold.
I mean, I don't think ECW at this point was.
That was a great. Fuck that guy.
Like, I mean, ECW eventually did do a scaffold thing, but that was
good for Sal getting a program with Sherry, if nothing else.
Strap.
Yes, good point.
We want straps.
Hold on a second. Sal's
why even Sherry is wearing a strapless top? Johnny, go ahead.
No,
get that in.
No, Sal. Sal's a wrestler. You know, he's not thinking like, oh my god, I get to work with Sherry. Sal's worked Madison Square Garden too, motherfuckers, right?
You're right. You're right.
He's like, you know,
I'm just
Sherry, I work in the gardens more than you do.
I don't mean it. I just mean she'd be a lovely woman to work with.
No, you are a lovely woman, Sherry. You're gorgeous.
You got Chris Farley in the front row there. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks exactly like him.
Yeah. In the van, get up.
None of the regulars.
Yeah,
maybe they are.
I saw hat guy in a purple hat. Hat guy in a purple hat.
That's hat guy.
Yeah.
But
hat
not
guy
with his usual hat.
Well, hat guy. Apparently, hat guy was at maybe a lot of the Philadelphia Civic Center Crockett shows I was at. I just didn't. We had no idea. Maybe that was pre-hat, maybe because
maybe, but he always had the Hawaiian shirt.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? But yeah, so did I at that time. You know,
and he was always with that other guy. The two of them were always in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, no. Back
Who
then,
among us did not have a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, in the '80s. I mean, I was a Hawaiian shirt guy in the '80s. I was one of those guys. No, this is my personality, right? Okay, cool.
Original part of the crew.
Sean calls the Chris Farley guy Super 8 Mark II.
Mark II. I
You're
think
back,
that's
guys.
maybe even. That's not sign guy.
No, that's not sign guy.
Is this referee? Is that a young Jim Molyneux or is it somebody else?
It might be. It's hard to tell. Because Molyneux was there for from the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
Well, here's a teaser for y'all Mystery Titans Theater fans. And once again, thanks for watching the show on YouTube. Thanks for you guys in the chat room, you fucking animals. And it's crazy that all the years that I didn't live very far, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, hour 15 minutes from the ECW arena, I just never went until the night I did go, and it was meet with Diamond Joe Danzo and James Fowler, and it was the very last original ECW show ever at the ECW arena.
Loser gets strapped.
Yeah, we've got that show. We're gonna do that entire show. We're gonna do that entire show within the next year, I think.
Cool. Who's that? Who's trying to get involved? Fuck him up, Sherry.
Christmas time.
Yeah, this guy. All right, I'm gonna stop talking.
All over Tiger Woods.
Yes.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
the waistband.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Johnny's gooning, you guys.
Oh, is that what that's called? Okay. So it involves Matt jerking off.
Yes, very much.
then why do I see people being like, listen to him gooning for Gunther? I'm like, what the fuck is
Same
that?
thing, man. Yeah, no, it's
The
like
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Fuck him up, Sherry. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is this?
Oh,
I
this
just
is one
gotta
of
say, I'm really disappointed that Sal Balomo is dressed up like Roman Empire Hagrid here, and his finishing move is the Ultimate Warrior Splash. Like that sucked.
Yeah. Right. Roman Empire Hagrid. What's that? A dildo?
That's
Giant
Rock
dildo?
and Rebel.
It could be.
Okay, when Roman Empire Hager is when the Romans invaded and gave up, but it still didn't matter. His wife was still a bitch, and his best friend's an idiot. It's in his name.
Oh, the Rock and Rebel.
That's Rock and Rebel.
Oh, that's Rock.
Ooh,
There's a crime in sports. There's a crime in sports
Yeah.
on Rock and Rebel. I actually saw him wrestle at a Ring of Honor show the night Samoa Joe lost the belt to Austin Aries, and I was like, "Why the fuck is Rock and Rebel here?" And it was one of those things. If you played it, if you did a show in that area, he owned the ring or something, and that meant he got a match. And that match was not on the DVD release, by the way.
Rock and Rebel's one of those dudes we don't talk about anymore, right? Am I right?
Well, he ended up. Did he murder somebody? I believe so.
I think he murdered his wife.
Yeah, murdered his wife.
Murder! What murder? I love that guy. Wonder what the fuck.
All right.
Oh, I
back
saw
to
the
Sal.
clip
Oh
of
man,
this.
I saw this a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I was hoping, are we getting any Jimmy Wang Yang this week, Kelly?
No,
Damn it.
that was a one-time thing.
We
No,
can-
no, I hope not. I hope not.
No, we'll get some Jimmy Wang.
Yeah.
I think if we have a couple more beers, we can probably sing
does
the
it
Jimmy
violate
Wang.
the? Does it? I'm sorry. Does it violate the 20-year rule to do it too much?
In the ring from
I think a
think
couple
so.
more beers, Travis. We could probably sing the Jimmy Wang Yang theme song. Sign us
Dude,
out for the night.
A couple more beers, you're gonna see my Johnny Wang. Okay, so
I love the way he
what an
enters the ring
entrance.
here. It almost
Yeah.
slides out the other way.
Yeah.
This is such a cool match because it's just it's a slice of wrestling that we didn't see in WWF in 1993. Like it's just really cool.
And
who's he against?
It's Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah.
It's Scotty Too Hottie, too hot Scott Taylor.
That's his name at this time.
I think he was just regular Scott Taylor back then. Yeah.
It was literally just in quotations, regular Scott Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Regular guy
title.
Scott Taylor.
That's not bad.
So this is like raw footage, right? Because they got the time.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tryout. It was a tryout match, and with the craziest thing, apparently, and here's what happened: the crowd didn't get Sabu. They don't.
Yeah.
They
can tell.
Where?
They're
was
just
This is
it?
like, yeah, this is
the
really
most
interesting. It's like
the
a
most interesting
one
part of
act
this match.
play.
Yeah.
Theater.
The most interesting part of this match is you're right. The crowd just doesn't understand what's going on. They're just dumbfounded by like things that they've never seen before.
exactly, and apparently Vince was one of them because he wasn't. It wasn't even that he wasn't impressed. He like didn't get it. And the crazy here, watch Sabu try to do what he can do in a WWF tryout match on this concrete ring.
Mm-hmm.
This was still the concrete rings.
Damn. That's, I guarantee that hurt his tailbone. I can tell you this is the king of the middle rope bulldog.
Yeah, you see that guy in the yellowish shirt there? He's just confused. He just looks confused about what the hell's going on.
Yes. I came here to
What
see.
is this guy supposed to be? A
I
gay
came here to see
Arab?
Da-
Is
I
he a
came here to see
gay
Da-
Arab?
Yeah. Where's
Wearing
Damien
pink.
Demento at?
My wife wanted to see Damien goddamn Demento, and I got to see this flipping fruity pink wearing Arab.
Blanche. Oh no! Wow, crazy. How are you not on your feet?
There's a few.
Local stage A.
Yeah.
But also nobody knows who he is. This is a
Right.
tryout match.
Oh, but
This
come
is
on.
Poughkeepsie.
Is it?
Oh,
it
well,
is in the
Poughkeepsie. I'm
Northeast.
sorry, Kelly. Poughkeepsie is the heart of smart fans in 1993.
It's still New
Yeah.
York State, but yeah.
You're right. This is shocking. Ooh, fuck yeah.
But the next,
Oh,
God
the next
damn it.
night in
But I mean, look
Glens
at
Look at that
Guys,
kid. Like that kid barely flinched.
Look
Dad,
at these guys
I
in the
want to
front
go
row, yeah.
home. Yeah.
Is he?
Next night in Glens
Right.
Falls, do we
This-
know who
This
Sabu
ain't no
wrestled?
leg drop.
Who, Kel? Do you
It's
know?
pretty notable.
What's
Who?
that?
He wrestled Owen Hart the next night.
Oh, I've
Oh,
heard
wow.
about that.
Glens
That's
Falls.
footage I want to see.
Who's
Yeah.
sharing
Oh,
this? Oh, this
absolutely.
is from the vault.
This was from the vault. Yeah,
Who,
the vault.
who so far they've been good with us, man. They haven't
Have
shut us
they?
down. Yeah.
Well, they know we can't make a fucking dime
Yeah,
off of it,
yeah.
so who cares?
Yeah. How long ago did this come out?
This was
Right after he passed.
Right after
yeah,
he
I'm gonna
died.
say this
Cool.
was like 48 hours within
but
48
but
hours when he passed.
But I'd seen clips. Like, speaking of GIF moments, I'd seen one.
Sean Emily saying, "Where's Brutus?"
This
And
is
then,
this is
who
just
said,
such a W.
that kid told him, "Get back in the ring, pussy." Like, it was in the cage.
This is just such a 90s WWF crowd when Scott Taylor is the popular guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Over the stuff that Sabu is doing.
Well, because at least they might have. You know, he's clearly the good guy, and
Ooh,
Sabu's the bad guy. And
I
Scott
love that
Taylor,
right hand, man.
some of them might, because if this is a Raw at a place where that they like played all the time,
Mhm.
then they know him as a plucky underdog guy that they like. Scott Taylor. This isn't the Manhattan Center or something. I wonder where this is.
Poughkeepsie.
All right, it's Poughkeepsie.
But it's not the usual place they'd run Poughkeepsie, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe it is. Because
It
they
is. It's
just
Raw.
never-
This is before Raw.
Yeah, I think even Scott Taylor there doesn't know what to make of Sabu.
I guess they would just not. You would never see that big black wall. That kid got it. That kid has changed. That kid. That was like Velvet Underground and Nico to that kid in the hug.
Yeah.
In the hug.
That kid went on to break his back jumping off of his garage.
Yeah. And that kid was Jeff Hardy.
No, Jeff Hardy at this point was already lying about his age and being on Raw.
Right.
Yeah, it might have been like Blitzkrieg or something like that.
Like I know that when the Hardy Boys first started jobbing for WWE, they lied about their age and they were
Or
fucking
Jeff
kids.
was 60.
By the way, if you guys ever do a 2-hour show on just Blitzkrieg matches, please invite me on.
Are there 2 hours available?
I don't
There we
know.
go.
I'm the world's biggest Blitzkrieg fan. I love that guy.
Oh, I already hate this guy. Look at this
The
guy.
wild eyes.
This guy.
This guy's a big inspiration for my career, Johnny. I'd prefer you
Oh yeah, this guy.
hold back.
Oh wait, hold on. So this asshole's responsible?
Yes.
I mean, did he? Is this the guy who taught you how to dance to that Shania Twain song? That when I saw it, I wanted to give you a wedgie through my phone. Yeah.
Or no, you're thinking Faith Hill.
Oh, was it Faith Hill?
Oh,
This
Faith Hill.
kiss,
Who cares?
this kiss.
Who cares?
That
I saw
place
you
was going nuts.
dancing.
You'd have to give
Yeah.
wedgie to everybody in that room, man.
Dude, the place-
No.
that
To
entire-
you.
no,
Ju-
no,
if
look,
you-
look.
Okay.
Just to
That-
you, watching the way you danced. No, it's not the act of dancing that I'm making fun of. It's your act of
okay.
dancing I'm making.
Regular fucking John Travolta over here has got
All right,
some
well-
tips.
He doesn't.
You are the in-ring announcer. Show some fucking decorum. It's around like an asshole.
Well, Faith
guess he
Hill
likes-
is infectious.
When I win the lottery and buy a bit of a controlling interest in Boom, I am going to be in charge.
Wild Eyes. I want Wild Eyes booking exclusively. What? Max is like, yes. This doesn't even give me a chance to respond. All right, so what is this? What company is this?
It's some indie, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
that's about all you need to know. It's not ECW.
Bang,
But
bang!
At this time, they were.
Is this the
wrestling
one in the
Taro was oddly
casino?
at this show as well.
That is Taro, right behind
Taro,
Cactus
Yeah,
Jack.
in the tide
That's
shirt.
That's Taro in the police
Yep.
costume there in the security.
Oh, great. You know what? I always love it when like my favorite wrestler gets to be on the show, or one of my
Yeah.
favorite wrestlers. My Mount Rushmore and Cactus Jack is on that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think he's probably on mine too. He's definitely in my top 5.
And the coolest thing was I first saw him when I like I said, I wasn't watching anymore except for occasionally that Saturday click on what's this, and it was I think 89, 88, whatever he was, the very first run he had in Crockett or WCW, the real short one.
89, 90.
It was 89 where I clicked and I saw him on, and he was with Kevin Sullivan. He had the book that he was looking at, this book that said, "I'm in desperate need of advice." And he would have it in the ring, and he was still Cactus Jack Manson at first, and he jumped off the screen. I was like, that guy's fucking scary. What's this guy's fucking deal? And I became a fan right away.
These graphics are not bad. Like
okay,
like wow.
The promotion is NWC.
Based
the
out
NWC.
Yes. The National Wrestling Council, obviously.
Okay.
National Wrestling Council.
Making it up.
No, that's good. Dude, Kelly, I guarantee you that you just nailed what it is.
Probably. Yeah. Johnny, you know, I nearly got to work a match with Mick Foley on commentary a few months ago.
Oh my God.
It was I was doing everything I could.
I'd be gooning the entire show if I was on commentary.
That's a proper. There you go.
My dick would be out. My literally my dick would be out in front of Mick Foley because I wanted him to watch me slowly jerk off.
All right.
Nice. And Johnny, what's good here? Sorry, Johnny, you can use this in conversation with anonymous strangers from now on as well.
It'll make Mick's next book.
But there you go. My dick would be out in front of Mick Foley is the name of the show.
Me and you on commentary with our dicks out together, just slowly jerking off and just
there's an old lady over there.
Jesus Christ. He barely got out of the way in time.
Johnny, I did everything I could that night to convince him to come up the stairs and do commentary, and he said he was going to come and do it, and we didn't see him. So
on Mick's 60th birthday, no less. That's right.
Is it his 60th birthday today?
I think I remember hearing it was his birthday.
Between two pieces of the table.
It's okay. He doesn't remember.
Yeah.
This place is already out of control. Cactus just took half of the table. He's got a piece of the table up in the air, and
yes, today is legitimately his 60th birthday.
Crazy.
And he got the goon tribute from Johnny. That's great.
Yes, class. Mystery Titans
Gooning.
Class.
Well, you can't tribute if you're gooning. Okay, we're gonna have a long sit down and discussion.
Oh man.
Okay. You know, I gotta be honest. When I first saw it, I knew it had something to do with sex, and I assumed it had something to do with Alice the Goon from Popeye.
Yes, of course.
Because I mean, you know, talk about a butterface, but a nice body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love
Just like
Alice the Goon. I remember
just
a Popeye
like
cartoon
just like the Captain Carrot lady you had it.
Oh yeah, Alley Cadabra.
Yeah.
I remember a Popeye cartoon.
Go ahead.
One of the later ones where everyone had a love spell is cast, and everyone's like, "I'm in love with this one," and "I'm in love with this one." Oliver was going, "I love Popeye." And the Sea Hag cast the spell. By the way, Sea Hag,
underrated.
She's hot too. I like the older green ladies. And
Jesus Christ.
But it made Popeye in love with Alice the Goon. So they were doing the back and forth. And every time we went around to Popeye, I was like, "I love Alice the Goon." Me too, Popeye.
Moose says, "Olive, your pussy smells like the ocean."
No, that's not the joke. That's not the joke. I'm sorry, Moose. I hate to correct you on it's Alice Pusky smells like low tide.
Jesus Christ. Thanks, it's good we got there. We're good we figured that out. I'm sure we got it.
As this match
strongly worded letter.
There's been rumors
who's the
about
creator. Who owns the rights to Popeye? Or are they public domain now?
No, well, maybe the first
original
appearance, the
Popeye
original,
is
but
Like Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
I don't know how it works with King Feature Syndicate, but I
think
do
they still
know.
own
No,
it.
I do know their Popeye is still going on right now, and it's all online. And I've heard the guy who's doing it on various podcasts, and he's like a really cool dude. And apparently, it's really good if you follow it.
Cool.
That's about the fourth time we have seen the chair to the
That's
head of
great.
these
Somebody
two
keeping the original spirit alive.
Yeah,
dude, I
I've
love
heard-
the original Popeye arcade game. I'm sure you played that a
Me
bit,
too.
Johnny.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell
Hey,
yeah.
Okay,
Hell
number one,
yeah.
it was kind of hard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Hard.
but the graphics were amazing.
Yep.
You had to catch those hearts from olive
And that's
oil.
what Miyamoto really originally wanted to do with Donkey Kong, right? But then he had to do Mario and Donkey. It was going to be Popeye and Brutus throwing barrels down the thing, but he couldn't get the.
That dude, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Right, doesn't it?
Face first into the ring.
Oh.
Down goes Sabu. I wouldn't be surprised if Sabu split open here, Doc. He went
Is he
face first.
juicing there?
into the pipe.
Man,
I've heard
that old guy. He's been to a lot of shows, eh?
Oh yeah, dude. You know what? I'm a suspendersman at work.
Yeah.
In my work uniform. Yeah. I'm a complete suspendersman. I can't keep my shirt tucked in doing the job I do with a belt. No, none of my size.
Right in front of this huge crowd.
I'd wear if we had overalls, Sprague overalls, I'd wear them.
Still fortitude after getting into the ring post and bashed with a chair. Does he have his wits about
Every now and then there's a rumor that someone's gonna try to do a new Popeye movie of some sort, and I'm like, I'd like to see someone take another crack at it.
Yeah, I mean the original.
I don't know if how
bad.
big, like how marketable is that
Yeah, it's
that IP
cool.
now, man?
fuckskin star
You show me.
I mean, it's pretty marketable to Johnny, so.
I gotta say, I'll tell you what, Popeye, the box office yam what it yams, and
I'll tell you what, Doc.
I don't see.
Listen to Mr. Hollywood over here
wouldn't
with
get
your
the
commercials. Come back to me when you're starring in
Cross is back.
cartoons
There's
every
a lot
week.
of old folks at this
Sabu
show.
crawls back into the ring.
Yeah, me and Popeye have heat
Jack
now.
have it now.
Dude, I got a Popeye
Sabu looking to the
panorama
sky.
Game & Watch behind me, dude. I loved that.
Right now, he's
Growing
gonna
up with
whip
that.
back into the ring.
Mm.
Reversal here.
I became a Popeye snob, like everything in comic books when I was a kid or cartoons. Then when I realized, I'm like, oh, Popeye in the Navy outfit is lame. You want Popeye in the OG sailor fucking outfit where he looks like a badass. Jeans.
Folks, if you're
And the Max Fleischers are so much better than.
Moonsaults right over the top rope.
There's a cartoon I remember really well.
He can go for a cover down.
The 50s ones are fun though.
Right row of the crowd
Which one?
here. Cactus and
I think it was,
Sabu.
well, I watched it in the 80s, but I bet you it was maybe late 70s, early 80s. I remember it being good.
I mean, was it what I'm saying? Was it one of the old ones or one of
I
the
don't
many
think.
weird
Oh no, I've seen
reboots?
some of those.
The
I've seen
weird
some of those
reboots.
old. I've seen some of the old Fleischers. Like yeah, the Sinbad the Sailor. We had those.
Oh, Sinbad the
VHS
Sailor is
tapes.
the most famous one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I remember in the 80s, Saturday morning, when they would just try shit, they did Popeye and Son. Oh, Popeye is married and he's got
Right.
17 son. Oh, it sucks.
I'm spreading my seed.
Jiggly bump skibbity skibbity doo coming.
I'd be frankly honest with you. I think it's
Spinach is full of vitamins E.
The action went back into the ring now.
His dick is shaped like his arms. That's why Olive fucking loves anal.
And he's able to take this.
Dude, the
It's a
comments in the
baseline version of it.
the comments in the Twitch chat right now are wild.
Yeah.
I can't even
imagine
repeat
so.
what they're saying.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Hey, that's why
I
everyone
just
on YouTube join us live.
I just imagine the way his forearms bulge out. What happens when he takes spinach to other parts of his anatomy?
Delivers face first into the into the canvas, and now he's going back into the ring out.
The original
What's
Violet
happening
Tiger.
here? Sabu come flying away.
Like it's oh shit.
Crazy.
That must be
The Charlotte Hornets.
I was gonna say we got
tracksuit.
one of the
Oh,
there's
dude.
Muggsy Bogues there. In the front row.
All right. Okay. You all remember this though. People who weren't even fans of the sports teams were wearing those.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Oh, shit. The turquoise one.
As Candace
San
Jack
Jose
just
shorts.
flies down.
Yeah,
San
all
Jose
that
shirts.
shit.
You know
I
why it
would
was
see-
though? It was because you couldn't. Nobody wanted that stuff, so this is the only starter jackets left.
Right.
Right, but they looked cool, man.
They'd
Tons
order
people
more
were
of them.
wearing
Yeah.
No, Charlotte Hornets was the
Yeah, everybody wore. I remember Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mac and Me. Did you work with him, Travis?
No.
Another one delivered.
So Travis,
Gang
that
neutral.
store.
Sean Emily says gang neutral. That's why. Good point. I think it might be something to that.
That might be it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there might be something to that racist point. Shame on you, Sean.
No, I mean,
So-
well, he's acknowledging the racist reality. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, that store that I went to pick up your Extreme shirt from, they had a full-on like leather jacket with like a Charlotte Hornets leather jacket from probably the early 90s.
Wow.
They wanted $90 for it, even with that
Wow.
half price sale, and I was still tempted to buy it.
Wow.
Like it
Yeah.
just looked cool.
Like I didn't give two flying fucks about the NBA back then. When I saw that Charlotte Hornets logo, I went, "That looks fucking cool. That's a great fucking logo."
Yeah, Matt found me the exact Extreme T-shirt I had in high school, Kelly.
Really?
For 40.
Oh, wow.
It was,
That's
It
awesome.
was $80. Yeah, and it was down to 40.
How much? How and Matt charged you 120, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we haven't
It's like,
settled
shit.
up yet. Just wait and
I
see.
mean, I would.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up wearing it to the next boom.
Hey, it's shipping and handling.
So Matt found me a white sweatshirt that was the official Calgary Flames 1989 Stanley Cup Championship
Oh
sweatshirt.
shit! Here,
Kelly. It was
this is the
incredible. In
casino
great
one.
shape.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
This I've
They
heard.
go into the
This
casino. No.
they fight into. This is being held at a casino. Sorry, Travis.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. People watch this. Can you talk about the wrestling asshole?
Yeah.
I know, we're talking
For once.
I've heard about this. I've never
This is
seen it.
awesome.
fucking
This is
jacket.
awesome.
I've heard about this, but I've never seen it. Holy shit!
I
Imagine
love
you're
it.
a degenerate
Oh, there's another
gambler,
Hornets.
and it's your last quarter, and
Casino carpet.
it's your last
They
quarter.
make casino carpet with this kind of shit in mind.
Stampede.
Yes.
Is this
Yeah,
actually?
exactly. Therefore,
Is this actually in North Carolina? Because there was a guy wearing a Larry Johnson jersey a couple
Yeah,
minutes ago.
yeah.
no, I don't. It's not. It's not in North Carolina. This might be in Nevada. I'm trying. Where were their fucking casinos at this time? They're everywhere
Reno,
now.
or Atlantic City.
Reno?
Atlantic City.
No, definitely not Atlantic City. This is the desert. They're in the desert.
That's
Okay,
right. the
so yeah, it
desert
could be
death
Reno.
match.
Could be Jackpot, Nevada. Silver Nugget Casino.
Silver
there
Nugget.
you
Silver
go.
Nugget. There you go.
So
okay.
this is Vegas.
Fans, they've gone crazy, Doc. They want to see these two guys absolutely maim or kill each other.
Yeah.
This is pure pandemonium. I've never seen or been
Sean
involved.
says that old lady has seen worse fights over someone hitting a jackpot on your machine.
Uh-huh. Now, I was saying, imagine you're the guy at your last fucking quarter, and you get bumped
Yes.
into by these guys, and you
That is
lose
savage.
it. It's gone, and you just go, no.
Yes.
On to Sabu.
He would go into business for himself.
I don't think either one of these guys have anything left to create a pinfall, Doc. Jesse Saran.
Doc?
Hey,
Doc.
Doc Severinsen is his color commentary guy.
Not Dr.
He's-
Steve Wills.
Confused.
No, it probably is. I bet you it is.
Slide, and both men on the concrete floor again. as
Sean
Sabu
says,
went
I've been playing this one all day. It was due to pay with this
Yeah,
coin.
exactly.
Poor
Exactly. I was Sabu.
Like Gil. Yes. Still curses him to this day.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy's still alive.
Yeah.
Another chair into the ring, and who knows?
If he is, when he heard he died, he's like, I'm gonna piss on his fucking grave.
It's here, and right now,
Yeah, again, we're seeing the Billy Jack Haynes
Yeah, that's his Billy Jack Haynes tights.
tribute. That Moose noticed it there. Yeah, I thought that was coming in that spot.
Oh, there we go.
Thought that was coming.
Germany or post?
I think this is post
Just hit a
Germany.
bunch. Oh my God! No, fuck him up.
He kept doing that, didn't he?
What's it gonna be? Sabu coming up.
Oh,
Oh.
boom! Nice.
I'll sever your other ear.
This Jack is still moving. He's got to be knocked out from the boot.
Yeah, but you saw how he had his hands. He had his hands completely in on both sides of his neck on that one.
Right.
So this is post ear then. Is that what you're saying?
I would imagine he learned how to do that after the last
This is
one. After
he
one
was
fell
in
off.
WCW, so it has to be posted.
Okay.
It's easy to slide through those ropes. You got to use your hands. If you only got one ear, it just goes, you just slide right there.
Yeah. It's like Voldemort on that side.
Right on top of the table. The crowd here.
If you go nose first, man, that definitely a 2/3 Voldemort.
Sabu on top of the apron. Cactus lay down on top of the table. Fall back down.
Those are
Just sizing it up just perfect.
those are Sabu's mentally unfit to be tried pants.
Yes. Ha ha ha. He just fills them up in the courtroom.
Which here's a story I heard. I listened to Jericho's podcast with Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer because they're talking about Sabu. Tag team match. Tommy Dreamer and Sabu are in it. Fonzie's outside, whatever. Sabu the whole way going, they're in a field, so he's like, I gotta take a shit. They go into the ring. He does his squat and point up, and they say they see his legs shake. He's like, and he fills with those genie pants.
Oh my God!
Then wrestles the whole match. Said Fonzie's outside going, Sabu, Daddy, you smell like shit. And that Dreamer was the one that had to take all the leg drops and everything. Boom! They had to do the whole match.
Oh, this is outrageous.
Oh my God!
It's better than Sid shatting himself.
He says you can't do that.
WrestleMania.
Oh, that was
CM Punk.
the end.
CM Punk shitting himself.
Colonel Robert Parker shit himself in War Games. Michael Hayes.
That's what we should do. We should.
The history of
That's gonna be. He's been inspired to write that book after that AEW review. It's gonna be way of the scat.
Way of the scat. I mean, listen. Okay, Schneider has already got his corner of the market.
Yeah,
right.
Sabu's got the chair.
Way of the Scat is a working title, but I'm sure we can come up with something better. Something better, people. Something better. Hey, I have one. Hey, listeners, come up with something better, and you can make a request match for this show.
I just want to say that I've invited myself on. If you guys do a Blitzkrieg night, I do not want to be here. If you guys do a guys shitting their pants and wrestling night,
yeah, okay.
That is,
it's coming.
I thought you were a real fan, man.
Yeah, okay.
That just named you part of the Brass Bonanza, dude.
Are you kidding? That's a Pete Schermacher night.
I am part of the I'm part of the Brass Bonanza, not part of the Ass Bonanza.
Amazing.
Minutes here now. They've been beating each other's brains in, and once again you allure back to the
Bonanza. Austin's got a big dumper.
Only one that would is the National Wrestling Conference.
There you go, National Wrestling
Conference. You're close, Kelly.
Council.
You were close.
It was the National Wrestling Conference.
I thought you said Nashville at first, like you're really choosing your spot.
It's either Nashville or Conference.
Legs over the top rope. Oh, I think he hit him a little bit below the belt there, Doc.
Below the belt.
A little bit of below the belt there, Doc.
His wits about him a little bit as Sabu straight across.
So it's got to be.
He's got a chair behind him there, don't he, Doc? And now
that's hilarious. It's pretty funny. I like that guy on commentary. Or the color guy.
Oh. Another
So many headshots tonight.
Those are pretty safe.
Yeah.
Ooh, this might be the kind of stuff I get to commentate next week. I'm going to be commentating a Chairway to Hell match next week in Victoria.
For 365?
Oh, there we go.
365,
That's
yeah.
it. And I believe that was that's a plastic chair, I think.
Yes.
So that only gives you a half a concussion.
Yeah, really looking forward to next week's show, Travis. It's the first time I've traveled outside of Vancouver to do a show. So
Nice.
Awesome.
Well, where are you going again?
Victoria. Take a ferry across. It's 365's Night of Violence. For anybody listening out there, 365 Pro Wrestling runs out mainly out of Vancouver Island. They do an annual night of.
Hall?
No, I think it's the First Met Center or Met First Center or something like that. They moved venues because their other venue closed down last year.
That's where
so they-
my wedding reception is. The White Eagle
Oh, yeah?
Hall. That
Oh,
they're
yeah.
using, or I guess originally now it's closed.
Yeah. Yeah, wherever they were
Oh,
running.
shake-
before.
I never
Oh,
made that connection,
shaking
Kelly.
hands.
That's
They're
crazy.
hugging.
Superstars in the NWC. Well, I'll tell you what, TC, I don't think we've seen the end of these two guys.
What do you think, Doc? Hey, Doc, I think this guy ought to quit getting hit in the head with chairs. What do you think, Doc?
The match never seen before, and Sabu gets his hand raised.
It's a Bowery boy, says Moose. Why is he talking like a Bowery boy?
This.
I
Sabu
used
out
to
here
watch
representing
Bowery
Team
Boy
Jamaica.
movies when I was a kid.
Sabu battle away here.
I know, I had to Google Bowery Boys because of you. Because you mentioned them in the past.
He's a beaten
Dude, my entire childhood, especially on like Saturdays and Sundays on UHF television, was old 1940s stuff. I watched the Bowery Boys, the Blondie and Dagwood movie.
I got to see lots of those. Yeah, I remember those would be on during the day.
And the crowd yelling for Sabu. They want to see him bust another table.
Like it blew my mind when I was like
Dana
maybe, I don't know,
Carvey.
7. Then I turned on like, what is this? Like Blondie and Dagwood. I'm like, there were movies about this?
Yeah. Crazy. Eh? Is he gonna make a sandwich? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
He's that big out. Oh, definitely not. He got his brains beat in. He got hit over the head with chairs, tables.
That guy in the suspenders has not moved at all. Holy shit. He's trying to find the least breakable. Yes, the concession stand. Table number 5.
And here's the thing. Okay, here's
five.
the thing. Okay, he won that match, and he's still gonna give the people what they want.
Yeah.
This was his Hogan must pose.
Yeah. Good point.
But Big Al, he went the wrong way.
Good take.
He went
Good call.
towards the snack bar area, and the paramedics are after him right now. It looks like he's going to be escorted to the hospital by ambulance.
Meanwhile, we are celebrating. We don't know if he's going to make it through the night. Meanwhile, setting up for his trademark table crash.
And the fans of Las Vegas just love this.
Look at that guy, his prisoner outfit.
He's one of the Beagle Boys. He's a Beagle Boy cosplayer.
Somebody upstairs tells him, Sabu, go through the wood, big boy.
Well, I mean, this is crazy.
Go
That's
through
what
the
Billy.
wood, big boy. That might be the first title we've got from commentary.
Yeah.
Go through the wood, big boy. That's a good name for a Sabu tribute.
It kind of is, huh?
Yeah, go through the wood, big boy.
And it has a dick joke in it,
Yeah,
which is perfect for us.
Exactly.
I mean, we
Worlds
do have some
collided.
good ones.
I'd like to think Sabu
Dude, guys.
guys.
Yeah, I know. He's like, these fucking marks, they're fucking funny.
He's gonna have a really shitty
Holy
sense of
shit, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mighty Taco must have taken over my pen and erased everything I wrote down except for Mighty Taco. Christ.
And we do have
There's a
Oliver
ghost in the
Humperdink
machine.
finally.
There's
Yeah, I was
there's
gonna say,
Humperdink.
there's our boy Oliver. There we go.
The Humperdink Whisperer.
Yes.
Was able to
And just like that. And just like
I
that.
walked right past it. You're right.
Listen, Travis, of all the nicknames you could give me, I don't know if I want to be called the Dink Whisperer, okay?
Well, guess what? Now you are, because it's either that or the new title of the show. 3 in a row, just like that. It's always at the end of the show. By the way. Oh, I think I've heard.
Whoa, this is
our main event.
this is a matchup that I didn't even know happened.
Oh no, I think I'd heard. I definitely. I read the fucking article, but I don't remember. I didn't remember that Humperdink was involved. Humperdink managing the Sabu. That's crazy.
Yeah, like what's all the ships passing in the night here, man? It's
Humperdink,
weird.
This is nuts.
Humperdink was still managing. What year was this?
93.
Well, so this is post him being Big Daddy Dink.
Yes.
Big Daddy Dink.
Big Daddy Dink.
Yeah, in WCW.
What? We gotta find that. I've never seen that.
Oh, we will. It was
It didn't
okay.
last
You know
too
the fake birds,
Crazy.
the free birds. I hate
That's my
the fake
Reddit
birds.
name.
Yeah, the fake birds of Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes are the Freebirds, and they're rock stars. They do the whole thing where like they've got a giant entourage. They have like Dallas Page is a manager, and Humperdink is like their road agent, and he's Big Daddy Dink. And there's a whole
Hilarious.
cast of characters. It stinks. It stinks.
Moose says Big Daddy Dink should have managed Big Daddy Cool.
This is wild, man. You got Sabu versus Lightning Kid with Oliver Humperdink and referee Vicious Burn Siebert. Like
This is the wild man.
Crazy.
Hey, this is the wild man. Did you call me?
Yes.
Man, did you call her the wild man?
This is Wild Man. I'm the only wilder man. Where is this? Yeah, man. Like how many people were? Sorry. How many people were celebrating Sabu's right hands in his write-ups? That's been a real
I'm curious.
standout. Yeah.
It was either the crazy stuff,
because he's always doing the crazy shit more.
But it was always the crazy stuff, and when he wanted to wrestle, he could fucking wrestle.
Right.
Like, I don't think anyone mentioned his punches.
The craziest part of all this is I think like Oliver Humperdink might have been the biggest name in this match at the time.
I mean, he'd been on more television than anyone else at this time.
When did the upset happen with the 1, 2, 3? Oh, he just tapped out.
I was gonna say this is
This was the great days of wrestling when there was no tapping out.
Yeah.
This is just weeks before he went to the WWE.
It was where guys with their egos didn't actually even have to nod yes or even say I quit before the referee would go, he said he quit.
Right.
Because he's gonna plow right through.
I can't remember. I can't tell you how many submissions I saw where I'm like, he didn't say anything.
Right.
It's just the referee. It's a total ego thing.
That is the kid that we know very well here in the Twin Cities.
Minnesota.
Oh, so this is Minneapolis or
Makes sense because that's of course where kids from.
St. Paul.
or St. Paul. Yeah, Sir Oliver Humperdink took off his shirt and threw it up in the air like Mary Tyler Moore.
And Humperdink
He's freezing his ass off right now.
You're gonna make it after all.
Dink's gonna make it after all.
You're gonna dink it after all.
Here at ringside.
Dink.
Wade with an outstanding program every Sunday morning on KFAN Radio 1130
Oh,
here in the
nice.
Twin Cities.
Getting some good numbers on Twitch here tonight for the Sabu
Professional
tribute.
wrestling radio program in the country. Wade, you owe me $20.
And if any of you are new viewers, just go to YouTube and you can see all of our bullshit. And if you like it, $5 a month gets you to the Patreon level. We got a Patreon thing that we record after every single show, and now we've got a huge catalog of it's always the end of the night at our drunkest.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
worth your $5 a month.
I mean, I don't know what everybody else has sent because I actually owe you guys a Patreon subscription, but I've had some pretty fun times with you guys over the years.
Oh, you're a guest. You're a guest. You're fine. You're a regular. You only have to pay $250. It's $250.
For the Brass Bonanza, that's right. Yeah, it's a half price.
He brought the only Kiss video we've ever watched.
Didn't hold on a second. Didn't we do the one I love just out of nowhere?
There you go.
All Hell's Breaking Loose. I think we watched All Hell's Breaking Loose one time.
Yeah, I think Matt was with us.
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember.
Oh, that's right. I thought you
think I
meant
got
he
the
brought it. Like he said, I've got the
No.
videotape right here.
Yes.
I think I got the FBI music video out of you guys too.
I believe so.
That trademark.
It's just three. It's just three minutes and 30 seconds of the FBI warning before old videotapes. But the music, the music's fucking rocking.
Has this Sabu now being attended to?
It's like dressing like Captain
Me?
Lou. Yeah,
Well,
or
there was a
Captain
lot
Lou,
of
right?
yeah. Well, there was a lot of let's just say inspiration between Humperdink and Lou Albano.
Right above us, I'm backing up.
Which is a way of saying Humperdink kind of ripped off Lou Albano.
Shit.
Ouch.
Right next to the ropes there.
He was redneck Lou.
Farm that time, he landed right on his head after missing.
Seen a lot of
the corner.
Basketball or high school gym bleachers tonight.
Yes.
More than we usually
Oh
do.
yeah.
This is like the old
that's Sabu, baby.
This is like the old
right.
Alice McKay building
Pretty
there in
much.
Cloverdale, BC.
Ha 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 ha.
This is not dissimilar to the Rahway Rec Center where I saw the aforementioned Jersey All Pro shows. Lots of them.
Shit.
Oh.
Unreal. Unreal.
A little bit of pain the next morning for sure. On that one.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
As he did to the Lightning Kid.
My favorite thing about 1, 2, 3 Kid, Lightning Kid, whatever, is when he showed up on Raw and I'm watching, because he was so gangly and he looked like such a goober facially. I was like,
Yes.
who's this fucking clown?
I agree.
He
I agree.
sucks. And
Yes.
Right now.
and it worked. It just
The
worked
knee to the
amazingly.
Schnoz. Yeah. I remember
Dude,
we recreated the upset with my brother defeating our mutual friend Jason Tanton on my trampoline.
But then he got to like he's
6
part
years,
of
6 years are younger.
the, but then he like, I mean he's a part of the clique and all that and whatever. But backstage, his reputation was when someone new comes in, they have him work with the kid. And if the kid can't get a good match out of him, they're no good. And
Interesting.
He was the standard. Yeah.
He's gotten on all
Is this an NWA show? I just heard them say that Dennis Corluzzo's in the crowd.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Dennis Corluzzo just showed up, maybe.
He's always Sabu took a shot.
Maybe.
Just as Humperdink was running.
I don't know. Dennis Corluzzo ran into the Northeast. Why would Dennis Corluzzo be? He wouldn't be running a show in Minneapolis.
No,
Right?
but wasn't he the president of the NWA?
Yeah, which was centered in the Northeast at the time, I
Right.
believe.
But maybe they were just referencing him. I don't know. If
I know he's in the crowd. There he is with 3 children he kidnapped.
Everything we thought it was going to be, and then some. Well, obviously, his uncle, the Sheik, taught him very, very well indeed.
Nice.
The kid just took a shot.
I don't know who the play-by-play guy is, but he's like peak early '90s announcer voice guy.
He literally, I think, might be the best announcer we've heard tonight.
Fuck, look at that. Yeah. Fuck. Our young Waltman is leaking.
Oh yeah.
He's
leaking. He's leaking.
The Indies.
All over the floor, and more is. Oh, the kid! He is. Look at that.
We've
Here we
watched
go.
one
Oh.
of his matches with
Oh.
Lynn from the.
Hold on.
That's a good pick.
Okay, what's it called when you're gooning until you come? They're just coming
No,
because blood.
yeah.
Because come on.
He is lacerated.
I see
God, a
blood.
gusher.
It's a gut. Waltman has a gusher. I just had a gusher.
It is as tough as they come, but he
You mean the
is
old
in-
candies
he
from
is
the
in some
90s,
trouble
right?
now.
Hey, they're still made.
If by the old
They still make
candies, you mean-
gushers?
Yeah, they still make
Oh.
them. They still make them.
Okay. Oh, they do. If by the old
Yeah.
candies, though, you mean I just came in my pants? Then yes.
Push him off of Sabu, just wants to inflict
The
more
old
punishment.
candies.
Oh, what's he doing now?
The old candies is my favorite band.
Here we go.
They're all just
Ooh, got the knees up.
They're just these rocking gilfs.
Does he have enough?
The rocking gilfs.
Man,
To battle back at this stage. of the
Ooh,
bout.
Jesus.
Man,
it's good. I was thinking this was going to be a bloodbath tonight. for
Yeah,
like
he's
a
leaving.
match. to match,
That's what I'm saying.
but-
We did a
Yeah.
whole Sabu because Kelly T. Nelson is a goddamn genius and didn't have a bunch of bloodbaths.
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
tip of the
Until
hat
tonight.
to Phil Schneider, of course.
Snyder,
That too.
He was the one that recommended all the matches.
But here's the thing: Sabu didn't bleed from the face a lot.
It's true.
How much can the kid have?
Just
I
his
know he's
arms.
giving it everything he's got. What he
Yeah.
has.
Right.
Oh, look at him now.
Yeah, I just remember slip,
to
slip,
the
slip.
side of the head.
There is blood absolutely all over the ring, Mick.
Oh Jesus!
Not really.
He is
I'm in charge of that.
attention.
I'm gonna lose my damage deposit.
Okay, there was someone in charge of it at AEW because after the main event, my main event, which opened the show, was Moxley, Jay Briscoe, which had a shitty fucking finish.
Yeah.
But Mark Briscoe bled, and then during the commercial break and stuff, Justin Roberts like, who'd like a
blood alone has got to take everything out of
a program autographed by the ring crew guy and his son, who also works on the ring crew. Meanwhile, people are like spraying the fucking the ring and scrubbing the blood out. And I'm just gonna and I'm yelling, pay no attention.
Oh,
yeah.
Could have been bad.
There you go. So yeah, we did it on purpose, right? That's what he'd tell everybody.
yeah. Oh man.
No, it wasn't that. That he would do it on purpose sometimes.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Look at the kid trying for the
And Meltzer called him out on that, being just like, well, that's unprofessional, which is like,
Yeah.
which is one of the other reasons why.
the ropes. I'm looking at the lightning kid's face. And
Well,
I got my
Android.
Meltzer.
While Mr. Data, Dave Meltzer, the android who can't get figured this shit out,
these two have gone
may
back
not
and-
be like
Oh,
the
where do they-
preeminent expert on the art form.
I've got that Meltzer shirt,
This may
getting
not be wise.
Meltzer Giant Baba shirt I showed you guys.
Yeah,
Getting
that's
sent
pretty
to
funny. That's
getting
pretty funny.
sent to Rashad Tyson. Save me some
shit.
shipping. Save me some on shipping.
Oh man. Well,
Did I show you that, Matt?
Flat on his back.
You told
thought
me
I
it was
did.
coming. I don't think I've actually seen the design yet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's great. The design looks awkward and weird, and that's sort
Yeah.
of like
The
that's
point,
sort-
yeah.
the point. Yeah,
oh my.
it looked even off center on the shirt, like it was printed wrong.
What is he going to do now? Oh,
Well-
he saw Sabu was waiting for him.
Wish I
as
could
was
put over the
Humperdink,
designer. I can't
And
remember the name.
wisely, he pulled up short.
Nice.
Oh.
God, I got just about took my head off.
And the other thing about 1-2-3 Kid at that time, where you're like, oh, who's this shrimp? And it was just still a bit of the land of the giants, except for like Brett and Sean and stuff.
For
But
sure,
even
for sure.
but even next to them, he was as tall as them, or if not taller.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
tall guy.
Oh wow!
He just-
Crazy.
He didn't look tall. He's a tall guy who didn't look tall. It was
I got to
crazy.
see him work at that GCW show against Joey Janela when I was in Texas for Mania Week.
Oh yeah.
And then I got to see him at WrestleCon the next day and tell him that I enjoyed his match. But I heard that he was not in the best of shape during it. But it was
Who,
entertaining.
Janela or
Uh,
Waltman? Because he's been sober for a long time.
Waltman. No, I just think he had some sort
I
of
know
injury.
we've got the medical crew standing
okay.
by. This
Did he have his emotional support dog, which was like the most adorable thing I ever saw?
I've seen him before. Yeah. I did not see a dog though.
There was a while where every event he made, like when they do Legends nights on Raw, like he'd be out in the ring, he almost anything backstage. He had this little pouch with his dog in it because the dog was half,
Oh
the dog
no!
was-
Vicious Vern
oh.
takes a bump.
the dog was half blind and couldn't walk, so he just carried
That's
it around
awesome.
in a pouch.
Well, he's already hit. I guess I better get one in. I've never seen that before. That's awesome.
I don't think I have either.
That's so
There was nothing
funny.
accidental about that forearm smash from Sabu. What's happening here?
I like the pink and white combo.
Oh,
Mike Diamond is calling the bout.
You would like the pink. You would like them pink
That's
genie
right.
pants.
That's right.
He looks like Barbara Eden
Pink
from the
genie
waist down, but
pants.
from the waist up, it's horrifying.
The pink genie pants. I can't get enough
Nice.
of Sabu in the pink genie pants.
This is the wise for
Guys, I gotta say, top to bottom, minus the 35-minute George Goulas kind of swerve there. This has been a really, really fun night of matches.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Dude, if we just did nothing but good stuff, that would just completely fly in the face of the point of the show. Yeah.
Hey, look, I've been with you guys for a long time. I watched almost all those Uruguayan wrestling shows or whatever the hell that was. With the
Where's that from? Argentina, yeah.
Argentina, there you
are
go.
you talking about the children's television classic?
Yeah, the dude dressed up like Jesus as a shepherd that brought out
It's
9
David.
sheep.
It's
Absolutely.
David.
Whatever
Jesus
it
Christ.
was.
Johnny logs off and never comes back again.
No, this is me being a Twitter asshole.
Is that Smokey Kelly?
Jesus Christ. Like, this guy thinks he's a wrestling fan. He doesn't even know it's supposed to be David. Oh, Jesus. He's clearly a shepherd. And, and that's why Mumia loves him and his lambs.
The lamb. There's just a
Oh,
dog
man.
with a bunch of wool. Wolves taped
Hey,
glued to it.
Travis, you know that Goldberg Bret Hart thing I sent you earlier today?
Yes.
My neighbor just responded because I sent it to him. He's supposedly a big wrestling fan, and he just responded. He said, "I don't know the backstory to this."
Wow.
He doesn't know the backstory of the
I
Goldberg
used to
Bret
have a
Hart
lot of
thing.
respect for your friend, but he clearly doesn't know about.
I give your friend a 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna log
Jerry
off.
Lynn who
I'm gonna log off after the Patreon match. I'm gonna stumble over to his house,
Slap him in the
we're gonna have a
face.
chat. Yeah,
Slap him in
absolutely.
the face. Who the fuck do you think you are? Interrupting me during Mystery Titans.
This may have been his farewell match.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
That's
Either
pretty
that or
cool.
he survived. Hey, it's the security guard from Steve Wilkos. Who's that asshole?
Yeah, no,
Steve-
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
He's attacked a child.
Oh no. He gave him the finger. Fuck you.
That was your boss.
Oh, it's Jerry Lynn. That's
It
Jerry.
is
That's
Jerry
Mr.
Lynn.
JL.
Hi.
And that's Arlo Guthrie.
That's what I was gonna say.
Arlo Guthrie's there.
Michael Hayes.
Wow, how old is Jerry Lynn here, man? I love that Sabu just can't end the match. There always has to be some extra.
No,
shit.
man. I mean,
There's always got to be some crazy
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
well, I mean, you pay for Sabu. You want to fucking see Sabu
Yeah.
shit.
Dink, dink. What does everybody want? Dink.
Dink! One of these days, because these guys had those, the matches between these guys is what put them both on the map. But because Waltman it was tall, he went to WWE, and because Jerry Lynn was not, he was Mr. JL, and then was ECW. He had that maybe 6 months, it felt like, in WWF, where he was the light heavyweight champion, and then that was it.
Cut the same promo he did after he showed up on WWF.
Dude, I remember I marked out for that fucking promo that night. That was one of the great Raws. That night after WrestleMania, whatever that was. That was one of the great Raws.
Listen, as somebody that has to edit video once in a while, the video transitions in this whole video have been wild.
That's what
They're like fade in, fade out.
somebody was mentioning. Yeah. Why don't they use a star wipe at some point?
You don't.
Because he's an auteur and not a hack, Travis.
You don't do that with this type of footage though. Like this just looks
Yeah,
really
it's
awkward.
bizarre. It is bizarre.
Well, you know,
All
they call
right,
David
are we
Lynch
done
bizarre.
here? Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people hated Eraserhead.
This is the end here, right, Kelly?
Yeah, this is it.
All right. So thank you everybody for joining us again. Really fun. Like I said, really good numbers. And thank you for Moose and Sean for sticking around and chatting a lot.
Travis is sounding like a guy at the network at ABC looking at the numbers during the 70s.
Yeah,
Happy Days is performing great.
Yeah.
The numbers
Big
are
cigar.
fantastic.
Big cigar.
Yeah,
like
as
Kevin from
always,
The Office.
As always, please don't use the things that came out of Johnny's mouth tonight as a reason not to return.
Yes. And shout out to Sabu.
Are you
Rest
kidding
in
me?
peace, man.
I
One of the
bring
all-time
the fucking
great.
heat. I bring the numbers. Yeah. Rest in peace, Sabu. Rest in peace, Oliver Humperdink, because he's got to be dead, right?
Yeah, he passed away a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Batman shirts being hot.
Take care, Sean. I am so excited. By the way, I am so excited.
Oh shit!
To
what
play some
happened
more
here?
of
Something's going on.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Thanks again, Matt. Always the fact that you're always there to step up.
Yeah, you're the man, buddy.
Guys, always appreciate being on with you. And always appreciate when we get to teach Johnny about things like gooning too.
Yes.
Here, look. I teach you.
He's like, oh, that's what I've been doing my whole life.
No, dude. Oh, dude, when I'm taking care of myself, I need to get in and out. You know, I'm
okay.
I got it all figured out.
All right. You're gonna be leaving here in a wheelchair. You're the 1 minute man, they call you.
Maybe 2 or 3.
It's a mutual friendship, right? Like we teach Johnny about things in Urban Dictionary. Johnny teaches us about random things in wrestling. So
yeah.
Well, teach you, teach about old weird shit in wrestling, right?
That's right.
Thanks again, everybody.
And Popeye cartoons.
We love you, MTG heads.